Simply, no decision that I have made in my role as Chief Justice or in my capacity as President of a panel of the Supreme Court has come from anything but a knowledge of law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. And the only answer one can give to all the hand-waving is the legal answer, unless we want something else.
Amen.
Ghana lawyers, so you're 50, 1 5, no what's up? 1 45, you Fuslam, no good may you. There are someone you're about why you're.
Amen.
Council, come on. Number 1 up, we used to be.
Amen.
Ghana lawyers, so you're 50, 1 5, no what's up? 1 45, you Fuslam, no good may you. There are someone you're about why you're.
Amen.
Council, come on. Number 1 up, we used to be.
Amen.
Ghana lawyers, so you're 50, 1 5, no what's up? 1 45, you Fuslam, no good may you. There are someone you're about why you're.
Amen.
Council, come on. Number 1 up, we used to be.
Nami mos jowulu echire ho eye methodist dan echire ho ne aseria because asem no eka enya no kore eti de wo ye you should know say I know it better. Binu pa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asem no nya no kore akama ne nya no kore. Binu pa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asem no nya no kore akama ne nya no kore. Binu pa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure binu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure.
And your name is very fascinating. How do you pronounce it? Say it again.
Kevin. Kevin.
Kevin.
Like Kev in.
I think I got it. Kev in. We will get it. Don't worry.
Nami mos jowulu echire ho eye methodist dan echire ho ne aseria because asem no eka enya no kore eti de wo ye you should know say I know it better. Binu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asem ne nya no kure akama ne nya no kore. Nami mos jowulu echire ho eye methodist dan echire ho ne aseria because asem no eka enya no kore eti de wo ye you should know say I know it better. Binu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asem ne nya no kure akama ne nya no kore. Nami mos jowulu echire ho eye methodist dan echire ho ne aseria because asem no eka enya no kore eti de wo ye you should know say I know it better. Binu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asam ne nya no kure akama ne nya no kore. Binu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asam ne nya no kure akama ne nya no kore. Binu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asam ne nya no kure akama ne nya no kore. Check. Na e bounce 1 year on tuai. Wakoto ni nyoma no. Weden. Why when him say bo fruit na utia and I will show me and I will cast it be. Opa mami son boy. What's all count? You are part of it.
Okay.
And the Ghana essay.
Okay.
You can't somewhere you don't follow.
Okay.
You don't follow up.
Japan, until the court arrives at a decision that incriminates somebody, and yet difficult to do.
Who go law school? Who go law school? Only pa amount check. Na a bounce 1 year on TI. Wakoto in your man. Where then? Why when him say bo fruit na utia and I will show me and I will cast it be. Opa mami son boy. What's all count? You are part of it.
Okay.
And the Ghana essay. You can't somewhere you don't follow.
Okay.
You don't follow up.
Japan, until the court arrives at a decision that incriminates somebody, and yet difficult to do.
Who go law school? Who go law school? Only pa amount check. Na a bounce 1 year on TI. Wakoto in your man. Where then? Why when him say bo fruit na utia and I will show me and I will cast it be. Opa mami son boy. What's all count? You are part of it.
Okay.
And the Ghana essay. You can't somewhere you don't follow.
Okay.
You don't follow up.
Japan, until the court arrives at a decision that incriminates somebody, and yet difficult to do.
Who go law school? Kwatina mi mos jowulu ekire ho eye methodist dan na ekire ho ne ya seria because asem no e kan ne nya no kore eti de wo ye you should know say I know it better. Binu pa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asem ne nya no kore akama ne nya no kore. Binu pa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asem ne nya no kore akama ne nya no kore.
Good evening and welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Ekoberu Taylor. It's exactly 4:39 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 8:39 in Ghana. Welcome to the most authoritative, most listened to platform on the planet right now. This is an anti-corruption platform. Here we discuss politics. Our main focus is on Ghana politics. Tonight we're back again to talk politics. And it's got to do with happenings in Ghana, important issues, relevant issues. We take our time, break these issues down to the simplest form for you, the Ghanaian, you, the taxpayer, to have a clear understanding of how this country or your country, Ghana, is being governed. My job here as a moderator is to make sure I guide you, I present the facts for you to also make your decisions at the end of the day. Tonight, we will be streaming on all platforms. We are live on Loud Silence TV, on Multi TV tonight. It's one of our main platforms, Loud Silence TV. On Multi TV tonight. Search for Loud Silence TV. It might show up as Hot TV. It's still Loud Silence TV. You can watch me live on Multi TV. We are in 22 African countries, including Ghana. We're also live tonight on With All Due Respect page on Facebook. With All Due Respect page on Facebook tonight. That's our official Facebook page. We are live. You can follow our page. Like the page every single time we are live. You will get a notification to be part of the show. We're also streaming live on YouTube. Our main platform on YouTube is called Loud Silence TV. Loud Silence TV on YouTube. Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We are live on that platform. Also, we are also streaming live on radio tonight. We have our own radio app. If you have an Android device, go to the Google Play Store and download Loud Silence Radio. If you have an Apple device, you can also go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. My name again is Kevin Ekoberu Taylor. My producers are called the Ghost Team. They always make this possible. They are on standby, making sure all the facts are ready to be presented. If you're watching me tonight, I would like to say good evening and welcome to the most authoritative platform on the planet right now. Our caption for the day is simple. Do not pay attention to the micro minority led by a content creator like Afenyomakin. Tonight, I'll be dwelling on Afenyomakin. I'll be exposing some things that he's done. His actions this morning at the Velton. So many people are asking questions. Why was he behaving that way? Does he have a personal issue with the judge? Does he have a personal issue with the process? I'm going to explain to you why Afenyomakin was fooling himself this morning in front of Judge Hafisata. I'm sorry if I got your name wrong. Judge Hafisata. Tonight, I will expose Afenyomakin. I will let you know what is happening in our judicial settings, how some people have hijacked the judiciary, doing their own jandam, doing their own Machiavellian tactics and mafia games. I will expose Afenyomakin. I've already exposed him on this matter, but tonight I'll be putting the icing on the cake. So if you're here tonight, it's going to be an experience. It's going to be a wonderful show. It's going to be full of wisdom and also full of facts. Tonight, if you're watching on Facebook, I'd like to say thank you very much. Victoria Tay is watching me tonight. Thank you very much, Victoria. Ajwa Maonyo is live on YouTube tonight. Thank you very much, Ajwa. Good evening to Joshua Zivon watching me tonight on YouTube. Also, Matilda Ahiabo is live on YouTube tonight. Joyce Forjo is watching me this evening. Thank you very much, Joyce. Our day is also live here. Abuache, our day. Thank you very much. Also, Akusiatina is watching me this evening. Don Ali is also live here this evening. Aaron Nete is watching me on YouTube. I can see Elizabeth watching me tonight. Thank you very much, Elizabeth, for being here tonight. Anita Amwaki is also live on Loud Silence TV this evening. Mariam is watching me. So many people on this platform watching me tonight, especially the ladies. Thank you very much and welcome to the sexy, wonderful evening show. This is one of the best shows on the planet right now. My name is Kevin Taylor. I'm going to be your driver tonight. I'll be in your seat. I'm going to give you all the facts tonight. I'm going to make sure I massage you with the facts. I'm going to make sure I drop the facts on your tongues. Tonight is going to be a wonderful, sleeky, very slimy night. You are going to enjoy the show. The ladies' man is here. It's all wonderful. It's all sweet. This is the best show you can never move away from. You are addicted to this show because it is smooth. It walks through you, through your soul. My brother is called KKD. He taught us this kind of sexy, slimy, little gesture, chocolate, strawberry talk. And it's one of those things we do on radio for you to understand that we are here for the ladies. Aquavia sexy.
Yo, we are best fishermen. No answer my. I watch it. You will for Belgium fan. It was a tia Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan. Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Super why round what? It was for Belgium fan. It was a tia Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan. It was a Belgium fan. Why you're here? Why round what? 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 Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? I watch it. Original.
Papa, and you need the papa. I watch it. Original. Thank you very much. There are so many reasons in here. I'm out for Peshowi. On say, and yes, you have to be somebody. You should be able to read the people watching you. You should be able to know their mood. When they say somebody is flexible, somebody is fun to be with, it is God-given. When they say somebody cheers people up, this guy's got a lot of humor. Majority of the time, 99.99% of the time, it's God-given. So you cannot force to be funny. You cannot force to be liked. You cannot force to look good. You cannot force to be more acceptable. And that is something that I've always appreciated from God. Even in my sad moments, I'm able to find a little space in there to make myself happy and make people who watch me happy. And that is unique. And not every single person have stuff like that about them. So I'm happy to, even in my lowest moment, I'm able to excite people who watch me. And at the same time, educate, also let them know the truth. And this is one of the most exciting things as a gentleman, as a young man, speaking to hundreds and millions of people around the world. It excites me a lot because one statement from you can save a life. One statement from you can change somebody's mood. For all you know, somebody was thinking of doing something silly tonight. But just listening to me tonight, making a little bit of fun, speaking about things that are a little funny or trying to be funny, that person might forget about their problems for a second, and it might change their lives for good. So this job we do here is not just about shouting, enviness. No, it's all about thinking about the people who watch you, thinking about your viewers, understanding them, knowing where they belong, knowing where to put them, knowing how they feel. You should be able to sit behind your mic and know how they feel about what you are saying and how things are going around them. And that is what God gives people who allow themselves to be used. And I'm telling you, we have been prepared for this. And we just didn't come from nowhere to start doing this. There are so many people who don't like me, but they cannot skip my show. There are so many people who don't agree with me on a few things. By the end of the day, they are always here watching me. Not because there's something unique about me. It's because I bring them to reality. It's because even though they don't like me, deep down, they know I am honestly trying to tell them the truth. And that is what humans, that's nature. You can't force to be something you are not. I cannot force to be ugly. I cannot force to be a liar. I cannot force to be a jandam person. I cannot force to pretend to be a chief when I'm not a chief. I cannot force to say my dick is small when it is big, or my dick is big when it's small. I cannot. I can only be myself. I can only be natural. I can only understand the people watching me and give them the facts. So I mostly enjoy myself on my show, and the amount every time I'm showing to say I know the people watching me are following, they are understanding what I'm doing, and they are freeing themselves from that mentality of disinformation and misinformation. When you sit here, you should be a whole mood. When you sit behind a mic to educate a nation. That's why sometimes when you're even voting to pick a leader, you don't look for one thing, you look for so many things. I like John Mahama. Ubeka say, mekotoma John Mahama, I didn't try. One, unimnyansa, two. Now, one kasa presenting out to say, yes, Bermani, we do Jinanaso, and I sebio okasaso or titin metiasie, sebio obunipa. There are so many things you look out for before you even go to the ballot to vote for somebody to do what? To take care of your country for 4 years. So when I sit here, it's not just about the name Kevin Taylor, how handsome I look, or presentable and how smart I am, and my presentation being on point. It's got to do a lot of it. There are a lot of things. It's a package. There are some girls who come here to watch me because they just like my face. Yeah, boy, with the man should have been to me that. Wait. There are so many of them like that. Guy with the man should man I mean to me that. Hey, Bermani, your baby breeze, or more MPP, or motete, and no kuntu as no be on phone or mosheme. It is the love, it is the connection, the attraction that they have, and that attraction makes them listen to me. So every time and anytime you won't say obi dimatembiana or bomidino, it means that person, they have been following me and they have been listening to me. And to shock you, they have been paying more attention to what I do than you. Anytime I better say obi dimatem, you need to understand, say they watch me more than you watch me. They pay attention to what I say more than you do. So you need to give credit to those people. Anytime you hear people say things about me, because adia unimun to be kanwasem, and obia unimun to be kanasem. As far as I know, me nimobia men kanasem. Into the issue is Southeast Obika Kevin Taylor Semana, when Yabutra could take Kevin Taylor, we follow Kevin Taylor, Emma would see the walker. Into girls be brewaha, and I do almost shame be menoka say, there were so many MPP girls are be sure I'm say, hello, my name is Kevin Taylor, I'm for. That's how I know. And I can't do anything about it, girls. There are so many of them. Some ecstasy, orgasm, and stuff. Because I come on air, I'm like, my name is Kevin Taylor. And they're like, oh, Jesus, man, they do it all the time. And we know it. There's majority of them are Nicaragua former Omuhumisubermada. Just I mean, Bombidika, I almost say because that is what we experience. That's the love. It's called the natural love that they have. We have to be at the nervous. Giving Della, I come about damn, gig him. And I'm in Tinia, I'm in no tea, kakra. Ever a gragum. Na me charge eh. Ai, inti bebre, MPP for ma bebre. De biom kutem sa mo hwe me no kutem because o jana ka crazy fena ho aba. Hey Kevin. Inti me tell good evening, welcome to the show. Say hi ready. Yes, I don't know. MPP boys from some who fee be mo kwan. But it's like that. That is what nyame de ma wana nyame de amount. And it's nothing. It's something that so on pekra nyame de amount e wo ho dada. That's why it's there. It's unique. I don't force myself to be to make you happy, to make you smile, to make you follow the show. I don't force myself. I don't sit here. I don't know. I'm flexible. It's natural. It comes naturally. And that is what God has given me. It girls na mo dom wo makumem mo timi di mpena mo ho afọ MPP for ma no munkutem ancha mo nyina mo ho befo go bebre no mo take just hi radio abranti pena so so ehedem I sa bebre mo doso I internet Jesus aba me na me Yesu akonta me yire Jew ni nti Yesu yema akonta into the Yesu dingiska metuma bodua very very important. All right ni anjudwam ni enko enim ma me hwe se eye kwansema text ene eye Lucy muni ade you say the nipa nche I ne your cancel contract ma me hwe 1 2 3 4 5 okay 2 3 4 okay okay, thank you very much. And if you mind, you move the whole clean. Hey, Bakwaba. Now wait a friend. All right, we are better to okay, so answer na your best start show no also mu nyina moti ase say abrantie we or your cromfo. Your friend Williams and Nefi Sapon. Egigim me pen we. Mo pens be 5 wo ha. An edwuma ni o. An edwuma no moti ase. Pens no doso. An me trust pen we dey we Mercedes Benz. For me Mercedes, me told me Benz no pen and dem ni. Okay, we so there we show and tell we Dini Farm and also one place we Shappy we these are where Zara pens. Okay. So and I'm saw pencil back ha and also me mistake and I'm the paper eraser or tour and I'm saw we so and also pencil and so we mistake just say in some it is a dozen a good day by boy way your friend Williams and Nefi Sapon or ye or your cromfo baby abehuni bia and catch and say we a wanted criminal mema obia nobody should work with this boy. He is a criminal. His name is Williams and Nefi Sapon. Ne papa wi ne mama wi or your internet fraudster and I'm to see a chincofo a very man for be sene or your internet fraudster baby abehuni bia ne papa we so nya stroke. When you stroke, papa way also your chrome 4 on any bano and the bokron in the boom. In fact, they be an if you say, oh yeah, minimize this picture. Yeah. Inti papa way also or your chrome 4, the body yenina onimhubi. O we are a ye chronusika, internet sika, Yahoo criminals, and odiakusi Bible school, or bois. Umusanse onyeske or so or Swaziland, and omuhuno, and also preachy, and a maniska a fraud ska. This man. Williams and Nefi Papa on also AAV or a Crom 4. You see, FBI Day Town. We go see. All right. Now, the next one, Williams and Nefi Sapon. Ne maame enye. Maame way enso yewi. Me catch rebel. Now, Williams and Nefi, I make a court. Make to him, but let him then court. We say, oh, bodam. Who will be the court of Nuna, Kevin Taylor? Oh, bodam. Now, this guy, ne maame also and Nefi Sapon, ne maame or a Crom 4. Okaho eno mubunko for faso internet so no mugina ofre no Dr. Wask oboa also we be hospital ni hospital bia twetwema me hombra okwa no awro boxes na da ho no maso so be memu a ho ba ni ajo 10 Ghana enye clinic bia or see a friend Spinktest Medical Clinic. It's a crime scene omakunipa miensa e wo sa Spinktest Medical Clinic ho mema obia emfa ne maame anan papa na obia enko ho se okwaja yaresa abrantie no onie the din e de Williams and Nefi Sapon. That's him. A hardened criminal. Or he has nothing to his name. But to make creative bibia to team say or a pim no daso onika pre or te Spinktest. But then them and in the fear or team a dine or rent babach on see dying on a brabum. Or catch only dying. Baby or dobekobia or rent it. Or your Crom 4. So do not associate yourself with this criminal. And my catch them, Saboy Williams and Nefi Sapon, on Nana Tupac, aka Nana Bumfa Koteketwa, Kotefia, Sa and Conforno Omubeko jail. Where we on Nana Koteketwa, aka Nana Shako, Nana Tupac, on Bumfa Koteketwa, aka Kotefia, Omobeko jail because Oma committed a crime, a criminal offense. Me say, boy we oni bomfa koteketua kotefia aka bomfa to pack. Omobeko dien, omobeko jail, and these two people they will end up in jail for the rest of their lives. Makasa same way, I know begin say Kevin okay asema unti wana mo me. I have time for everything. If I decide to take care of something, I make sure say me bamua I'm not going to get out. Inti me idea say me ye bibia minim dia me ye. This boy will go to jail. Bomfa koteketo will go to jail. It is their fate. They cannot run away from it. All right. Now, Mama Yamfanshi Suni ehu de echo. And the president of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, akasa na he spoke at an event na MMDC's ye omo and Sibiu or the advice edema omo. Now, before Yebeka the president ni issue no, I want to say this. Ghana as a nation, the young people are more Ghana. You have to take advantage of the government's policies. You know, social media and so, your TV so, your radio so, we a young man. More than 20 years, time you could afford about power. Almost free power, 28 years. 8 good years. You didn't get out, you didn't get nothing out of it. A buying papaba. Or the policies be any nyoma be atutu akwem. And there's also YEE for website. There are lots and lots of job opportunities. And there also a year the NIA for website. There are job opportunities be and there are buying a create a jumura. Your coders program There a lot of things ube to me the umashim apprenticeship programs. Try and visit the sites. Put in your resume, put in your certification, try and enroll. Abai want the young people to take advantage of their policies. They are very important. You have to take advantage of the policies Abai Ediaba. Don't just sit there. You can't just sit there and watch me every day and be excited to watch me. No, I want you to get opportunity. And into Juma for 8 years to bring NDC to power. And you won't and na me ye juma me scandals me bie nyomeni me expose chrono. I wanted to change the government for this government to come in and create opportunity for you. It is a abaina bar. All that you need to do is to take advantage of what the government is putting in the system. A juma bebrea abaino ediatowo through different policies. Take your time when you go on social media. Sit down, go to the website of NYA and then try and look their openings. Do not just sit there and be like, they are jobs. The government is creating jobs. Do not say, just go in there and access those things. And I'm pleading with the young people. I am pleading with the young people. Abai bien wa obesorano paba ufie say the $100,000 show botum. Abai bien to me yes on this planet. Ekufu adon kwa ne betum ni sa ma ne baba. But abai bien ni Ghana betumi. But the abai ne betumi aye ne say e betumi aye den e betumi e create opportunity. And it's not the policies aba. So you need to start finding the policies. Try to find it. The social media now, you have so many ways to find opportunities for yourself. Abani creating a lot. In fact, team, list the opportunities the government is creating. Mr. P, Mr. S, just list it for me. People should just go there. Apprenticeship program, they are all there. If you someone apply, someone try say you want to get the job, you are not going to get it. Umpo try. Now, ukodu point then you start to look for people you think they can even help you get access. Try it. Into ukodu point now then you start to look around and say, okay, now let me try and see. Why not be a minimum influential bit to me? That's how it works. It is not about a year. Debiano, you are going here, you are going here. No, you just have to focus. It's very, very important. Do not let people lie to you. Don't let people make you feel say juma because the same people who know school no ebimu enye juma omu ye den omu ko juma eba. Ebimu enye juma aban we ba no ya start for juma. Until you need to keep pushing. You need to keep looking out for spaces now aban e create no. Now also take advantage of those spaces. And these are very important things. It's not every day that you have to sit and be like abiding for Juma Mbreme. You need to go search for it. You need to follow abiding conversation. You need to be active. Listen to the government. Abiding every time abiding beka sebiano, they are creating job opportunities. That a honor na obehu baby a Juma spaces abeda. It is also polytechnic, also university, or SS, Krana Uba Beria. These are the things you look for. President Bekasa no akotie, Minister Bekasa no akotie, because they will come and tell you, say, me ministry way, ye be opportunity way, me ministry way, ye be opportunity way. What is a COB Bekasa afa bibi wa kone kotie, because ebia ne institutional die ni no. Sa government agency no, they are going to put new opportunities out. It do not just sit and close your eyes and be listening to things. Majority of you spend thousands and thousands of hours on TikTok just listening or watching unnecessary things. You have to use your data wisely. You need to use your data where you can get an opportunity. Take advantage of it. Memetiano, bibi to say Snapchat, mimi nibi. Facebook, mini Facebook page. I have a business page. But personally, I don't have a page, a Kevin Taylor Facebook page. I don't. So sometimes, there are some things that you need to be selective about. And you'll be on TikTok, and I say, oh, my BB. They are just going to waste your time. You are going to be sitting there for days, hours, and then you wouldn't get anything at the end of the day. Oko TikToker, try and find opportunities there. Oba Facebooker, try and find opportunities there. So a YouTuber, just don't go there because everyone is going there. Because mekotia because mekotina ubika bibia. No, there are jobs. Are buying the opportunities, bebraba. There are so many opportunities out there. Take advantage of the opportunities. Don't sit at home. Don't just fold your arms. Don't let it look like Yaniatiano, Bibi Ankoso, Bibi Koso, Ka Bibi Nkoso and Kobi Yejumanye, Bibi Kosuntina Ubianye Jumaye, and any connection as such because they decided to make a move. So you need to make a move. Even in America, they still make a move. They still try and go on websites to look for companies to apply for jobs. So make a move. Make a move. Sensationalism. You try to so when you akwada, when you akoye baby, we akodi obi atam. And no, at the end of the day, omudi sankwase semni nyina area. It is left with you and your wahala. So with this ankwase afonechi and a sensational news and a word hey and a say Shafiq Muhammad and then onyeska wahi and a sankwase anyoman udi echira uria. Those aimless people, they cannot create opportunity for you. So you need to be wise. How you even waste your data, what even you watch. You need to make sure from now, adebia oko internet it should benefit you. Because every data you spend on the internet is your investment. And so spending bibina unya bibia baka, then you are wasting your time. So you need to make sure, you need to make a move. Make a move. Just make a move. And then you will know. Make a move and then you will know, opportunities, opportunities near. Now let's take our business. Now you see the president today, Andra Wakasimbi, very, very important. We are doing real business. And it's not the NDC about power. So what we do here is we try to explain things to Ghana for you janyo memma Ghana for ehunu kreno senebeya obia behu de ekoso. Now, Northeast, we will establish rice mill, procure all local rice and process to feed school children. John Dramani Mahama or say Northeast, Omobabe see a rice factory. Now, what they are going to Omobabe establish a rice mill. The Omobabe says rice mill no. Omomudia a more Northeast. These are some of the opportunities I'm talking about. And need the young people now more Northeast, you can contact Gepa. Gepa for better seedlings for free. Number the diamo aban say a more mudia in Northeast, the aban baben say omoba be see a plant ho na omudua emonewia aban ebeden ebeto a process it near the feed a school for more Ghana. This is a 1 in a million opportunity for you, the young man. What we call university agric. What we say, you are in love with agriculture. This is an opportunity for you. You are a young person watching me. These are the things you take advantage of. Into President can say, you are in Northeast. What do you have to do? Where we polytechnic, you want to get into farming. Now, what is the next step? Now you look out for where to go to get access to rice farmer. So Oko Gepa. Now, can you give me seedlings? How can the government, is there a program I met me a bimana summer sene? These are things, these are opportunities. And if you are not smart enough, you wouldn't know what the government is doing. The government is using these programs, even though the rice locally planted, locally bagged, they are going to make sure say sa emona yedriano hana yes sa edifidi school for. So the government is basically taking care of its own people and at the same time creating opportunities for its unemployed group in the country. And see, these are things you just don't sit and every day you expect to say scandal, sensationalism, no facts. No. What you look out for is things that will change your life. Things that will change your life as a young man, as a young woman. Things that will make you better. Things that will create opportunity for you to become somebody. This is called opportunity. So take advantage of it. And that is why we are here. We are not here every day to do scandals. We are not here every day to tell you, say, MP before you are for. We are here to also open your mind, to guide you, direct you, for you to take advantage of the government policies and things that will change your life. Intended President Naba Northeast, or say, Omobabe establish a rice mill. Na omato e moa omudian or Northeast in Yinano. Into a young man, this is the time you ask yourself, it's a better than a part of this. You take your phone, you start to Google, you start to find government agencies, you start to work your way around and see, say, ubenya assistance from the government. Because President Nabeka say, obi obednia obeton emo, and obedia emo, ewo Northeast biano, abayin beto. Into what are you wasting for? And we know, say, Northeast, there are a lot of rice farmers in Northeast. And these are things you don't play with. Sana abrofuna mutia bruchi, and sana muye. Say, abayin the policy bar. Now they look very deep. They look at the policy and see how they can take advantage of the policy. Into how you'll be a black business, your small businesses, your D&D, they take advantage of the small government policies. Government monies are order to funds are you bet me access you bet me change your brabo. That is what you need to take advantage of. It is not always about comedy. It is not always about obi can obi wansem, obi can try to obi so obi tietiem, obi can so obi akodi obi we na danfuni eno no emfe dwuma mrao. The idea dwuma be brao no any these kind of things. As much as we are trying to let you know, say this government is a good government, we need to keep this government. We also need to understand, say, or see taking advantage of the government policies. Na to mean better your life. Ejuma ye nyina to me editu NPP free abem. I don't hear I person Ghana for etia MPP for 42 years. It is because of you. It is because I want you, the young man, the young woman watching me. I want you to get I want you to get an opportunity from this government. It is always I'm not sitting here because of the love I have for Abia John Mahama and NDCT. It is because I want the NDC and John Mahama ideas and policies who benefit from. That is why I'm always here reminding you, guiding you, letting you understand. Say the government is putting policies out. Take advantage of the policies. That is what you need to do. Do not see this as Debbie Amikoshe show. Fine, we know the MPP are criminals. They are a political party. No Ghanaian should think about to say more opportunity. Now after that, you need to also better yourself. You need to better your corner. You need to brighten your corner. What are you going to do to better your lives? Because for the past 8 years, things did not go on well for you. For the past 8 years, you and I, we were talking every single day, talking on how your life will be better. Now, Wako Tuaba, you have listened to me. You have taken your time. You listened to both sides. You said the NDC is better. Now, said the NDC is better than NDC about power. What do you have to do to make sure, say, NDC, Amambuono, Mubuno, you are getting what? You are getting something out of Amambuono. Because John Domani Mahama Otiakra, So onya some small days be adotumi ba region. No abaka say thank you for voting for me. What John Mahama can do for you is to get policies ready for you to enroll. Until you have to sit back and be looking at what they are putting out there. The government is like a shop. So what is a buying. It is a supermarket. Everything is in there. It is up to you to enter that supermarket and pick the essentials. Nyama ojin say bebuao. Into NDC abaya your health supermarket, your pharmacy womb. Supermarket in your agric eduane side womb. Supermarket no your baby a ton cast engineering for the oho. Supermarket your baby a ton cosmetics for a womb. Your supermarket your be a YE for womb. Supermarket no your education ministry womb. Supermarket no a NDC diabano. It got a lot of stuff in there. Now it's up to you to walk in. When you walk in, you start to look at places where you think say ukoya shopping a bibia ofa ebebua ukofia. And it's when we NDC government as a supermarket. That's why people take advantage of a supermarket. Then you need to take your time and look through and see, say, okay, me run supermarket here. The main purpose here, me run and say, me Pedro, into me run, baby a pharmacy ni wono. So me call school of pharmacists or to be a pharmacist, and I say the school of pharmacy. Into me ramwa, me ko baby a ton drono because I want a specialty wo. Into a supermarket nima, that is where your focus should be. And as pharmacy no, a drop ben or pharmacy nima, sebio mi year ebebuame. Una uni me drone ding, una uni me drono, dia odo on sakan tema, yadeba mao, dia ebeche ansania pakiamao. Obisu rema or say okay me okuani me rest supermarket ya me nyapa anka medua mo me nyapa anka meden me hwe nantwie o rema baby a ton nam no e ho na wo so do wani hwe now because we expertise na ho na wo inti the government is a big supermarket, and as big as it is obiara supermarket or one reason obiara supermarket or reason tia or supermarket we should not sit and make it look like say I was say obi edi atre eba na odi day or the beshi enum your 1 million coders program it is running. Your 1 million coders program at NDC Abindiaba. You are sitting there. I always tell you, after listening to me, take advantage of the government policies. These are things that the media, they don't tell you. Because right now, no, social media is all about sensationalism. Social media is all about destroying people's life. Social media is all about when people are doing better than you, you need to use the little platform to destroy their credibility. That is what social media, some people understand it. They say, social media, no, a man for be imagine say, sa small film no munya no omo say the moment manya wa brabo no nobody should be able to do it into their depression no, and I said the state where they are in, where they are depressed, they could not accomplish anything in their life. They are failing in life. They have actually failed, you know. They want everybody to be like them. So when they see people accomplish, they want to create something about them for people to think say what they are doing is wrong, and that is what we see on social media. But you don't have to fall for such foolery. You are not supposed to fall for such stupidity, because those people who do that are people who have failed. They are failures. They cannot tell you one thing that they have been able to achieve in life. They can't tell you one thing that they have been able to do consistently that has brought in any credibility to them. It's what they do most of the time on social media, on TikTok, on Facebook. All those people there, what they are doing is they are bringing you down to their level, because at their age, what you have been able to achieve at 21, at 22, at 23, they have not been able to achieve it. So they will see every move that you make as a wrong move, because they want you to come into their category for them to feel better. And it's that you need to live beyond sensationalism. You need to live beyond speculation. You need to live beyond somebody's failed dream. You need to live in your dream of finding opportunities for yourself. So it is very vital. It is very important that young people on social media, young people in Ghana, young people who are under John Mahama's administration, you need to be focused on what you want to do. We have been there before. We have been in your position before. At a point in our lives, we were trying to find position. It wasn't easy. At the end of the day, it is your determination. There are so many people you guys listen to on TV, on radio, on whatever. They have failed. They cannot achieve anything, and they don't want you to make it. So what they are going to do is they are going to sell everything to you as poison. They know that when you make it today, you are going to be relevant than them. You are not going to listen to them. You are not going to give them any attention. So what they want to do is drag you, make you low. They bring you down to conversations that does not have any basis, no evidence, nothing. And that is what is running through Ghana. That is running on our social media platform. That is what we are seeing now. Because young people have lost focus. Young people have allowed people who have lost their lives, Ankasa, who could not build anything for themselves, to mislead them, to confuse them, to think, say, nothing better is in the system. There are good things out there. There are better things out there that each of you, if you determine, if you make a move, you are going to succeed. Do not just sit back. Do not let some people drag you and make you feel, say, there's nothing going on. Things are going on. People are getting jobs. People are moving forward. You need to also make a move. Now, and the Foreign Affairs Minister, Akasa, Mr. Ablakwa, and what did he say? I'll say Ghana Washington D.C. Embassy scandal. Suspect Fred Kwarteng was earning $1.8 million annually for courier services alone, with total earnings reaching $4.8 million a year. Foreign Affairs Minister Okudjato Ablakwa. Let's listen to the Foreign Affairs Minister and the Okano Parliament. We are PZ for Mejujum.
Mr. Speaker, investigations conducted by the top management of our ministry reveals that GTC dispatched between 150 to 350 visas and passports daily. Therefore, on average, about 250 visas and passports were dispatched daily by GTC. Right, Honourable Speaker, this implies that yearly GTC dispatched approximately 62,500 visas and passports. Mr. Fred Kwarteng was therefore raking an estimated $1,859,375 United States dollars annually for courier services alone. Mr. Speaker, you can comprehend the substantial sum he earns annually after adding fees for assisting applicants in completing their visa and passport forms, for which he charged between $60 and $100. By conservative analysis, Mr. Fred Kwarteng made about $4.8 million annually from his unlawful enterprise. Mr. Speaker, it is important to emphasize that there was no share. There was no revenue sharing arrangement with the ministry. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs had no share. This $4.8 million was controlled totally by Mr. Fred Kwarteng. The Speaker, investigations conducted.
So, PZ4, where Foreign Affairs Minister Okudjato Ablakwa reminding you so ya uneni, and then I am be 1% better. And found so ya uneni or ya 10 you. So enzemani o ya santino de hian se oye adwuma no ene adwuma no so na oye enti yamfa bebi ofiri nto nchen na mo mu bi mo pesa adodo na abrofo na oka nyina mo baba abonum amonte ase mo mu bi PZ4 de na oka nyina o se eye Ghana Embassy and Nana Danko Ekufuado Dr. Bawumia Mahamudu ana Mahmudu oni kedede Japan mo ene brand champion mo time na omote so no abrantie bi na owo Ghana Embassy ho e wo US Washington DC a ye friend of Mr. Fred Kwarteng. Ono na na visa so send ye be man for visa ni ade. And the Foreign Affairs Minister no say on my year investigations. Now visas are sebio embassy Washington DC Ghana Embassy print fa embassy ni nsem omuko bi computer mu NDC aban ba ya omo hwe dodo o ma print embra Mr. Kwarteng we Ekufuado mo abreso Brian Champon Bawumia Kennedy Japan mo abreso mo ye connection fa ni nsem no sika na abrantie we enya afibia no na eye $1.8 million. Asama Okudjato Ablakwa no emfini botomo eye investigations o maye because embassy every day bi omema eye visa bia no omo charge fee. O say sa sika abrantie ne nya no se okeka eye sika wanyinya akeka ho ne nyoma bia wa ya ekeka ko $4.8 million. Na omo ko ba eye America hana omo ko Washington DC for computer mu omo ye auditing investigations no omo hu say visas dodo aya printing ene visas afam sa sika ni nyina ma Ghana ban ho under Ekufuado Bawumia Kennedy Japan Brian Champon Okudjato Ablakwa mo say omo ko ye audit eye investigations no about $4.8 million. Ghana Embassy wo saa sika nanka osani nyina ekoho ebesim ne saa sika nyina afa Mr. Fred Kwatin ene MPP fo aban a no mo hwe Ghana so ensem. So you see the seriousness of the canker, the seriousness of the problem. We are talking about calculated, orchestrated, and yet well managed corruption at our Ghana Embassy, Washington DC. And this was going on every single time. We were speaking on it under Ekufuado. We were speaking on it telling Bawumia. We were telling Kennedy Japan. We were telling Brian Champon. Say, you people, the way your government is running the embassy in Washington, D.C. and other places, you people are destroying Ghana's image outside. And the reporter, Abeda, want to say, just Washington, D.C. alone, Ghana Embassy, Sika Afani Pansem, Mr. Fred Kwatiano visa application and our visa acquisition. So no, Sika Afani Nsem Yakikaboma Eko $4.8 million. $4.8 million a year. Afibia into the year rounding up near $5 million times 8 years. Na ye calculation na hwe. Amount for atna United States of America, Washington DC to say atna Ghana Embassy abo Ghana krono. And the funny thing is, Busa won't say the former ambassador na owo Ghana Embassy, Halima Mahama, Mumusa Mahamene say, does she know anything about this? Because administrative wise, she is the head. She was the boss. Technically, she was Ghana's president in Washington, in Ghana, in America. Inti sama amena na imbrebe make am say ambassador no. Right now we should ask the woman, how did she oversee? How did she sit down for this canker, this high level of corruption to happen at the Ghana Embassy in Washington DC? How did this happen? Was she part of the crime? Did she take part in it? Now, this Fred Kwatin guy, we need to make sure we scrutinize and squeeze him for him to tell us every single person who was involved in this scandal. And these are things that the Ghana for say the John Mahama administration, they came to reset. Now, resetting is not easy. You are going to hit lots and lots of blocks. There are so many things you will need to bring down and rebuild it again. There are so many things you need to rearrange. There are so many things you need to make sure you start from the bottom again. Because a month for us saying no more to the point, say the country as we sit in, and all that you are seeing, all the things that the minister is talking about, this happened under Nana Ekufuado, Bawumia, Kennedy Japan. Because MPP, omo anom watop no, omo nana ede omo party members, omo nana omo du omo urum. When we branch na near friend Kofi Tonto no, so not America ha. Mumuza Kofi Tonto say, identity free Ghana Embassy echo Washington echo Ghana. Kofi Tonto kwasi ampenyi we no, na odwin se oba Ghana omo be minister. Kofi Tonto last meeting say oti asempa. He was speaking as if say this scandal he knows nothing about it. Kofi Tonto was part of the people who put up this kind of stealing regime, stealing mechanism at the Ghana Embassy. Kofi Tonto. At the time I know Ghana Embassy Washington, no just a Ghana for Jimmy and an MP before that and so Jaina Bra. Now bedru Ghana na okasaka cry, yabema ministerial appointment and the Kofi Tonto, the other top prepaid cronibi. Wadani a mere party communicator. Waya kwasia. But Kofi Tonto started his corruption from the Ghana Embassy, Washington, D.C. That is why today Kofi Tonto is in Ghana, sitting on TV, defending corruption, defending the MPP, because these are some of the things that made him a human being. I'm telling or I'm advising the Foreign Affairs Minister, Mr. Blakwa, that people need to face the law. We need to prosecute people. People need to end up in jail. In fact, we need to stop some people from entering the United States again forever and ever. They need to be kept in Ghana. They need to be changed in Ghana. They are not supposed to come back here to do anything. And a typical criminal, I know ye Juma ewa Ghana Embassy, Washington DC. Kofi Tonto. Or ye re sa mechanism we omo puti up, omo cookie ya, and the abedu say ye nyina ye bie mu no. Kofi Tonto no onim hu bi. Mumusa say time na oye adwuma wo no sika na omogigi no through visa no sa sika na way. Let them tell you the audit they did, the investigations when it started. When it was happening, Kofi Tonto was at the Ghana Embassy. And what Ablakwa is telling us, we as Ghanaians, we need to take this seriously. And this is just Washington, D.C. Do you know what is happening in Holland? Do you know what is happening in Spain? Do you know what is happening in France? Do you know what is happening in the UK? All over the world, our embassies and the MPP, they were turned into cash cow. They were turned into a cartel ring where people were making money out of us. And we are not supposed to see this as a joke. This is a national concern because it is not just Washington, D.C. This cuts across. This goes across the world. Everywhere there is an embassy at Ghana, you need to understand, say, the same strategy they adopted at Ghana Embassy in Washington, D.C. is the same strategy they adopted in all these respective embassies. So it is not a small job that the minister has to do. He has to audit every Ghana embassy around the world. And we see the corruption. Munko Spain, munko he. Yasi akwati etibu ho time. Now, I've received a lot of emails. And this goes to the minister. Mr. Blakwa, I've received a lot of complaints. I've received a lot of emails from people in France, Ghana for more France, especially Ghana for more America, Ghana for more UK, more Spain. Especially, I'm going to speak on the ones that are sending me concerns, issues happening right now at the Ghana embassy. I know, say, what you guys came to meet was basically a nothing. And when I say was nothing, there was no embassy. Goro boys who were there making money for themselves. In fact, I know what the NDC came to meet. Washington, D.C. at the embassy. No, there was nothing as an embassy. Now, Obiya de Ope. People were stealing. There was no correspondence from the embassy. People were not responding to calls. Administrative-wise, everything was shut down. There was nothing like an embassy. People were just sitting there taking money and fooling us. I know it is difficult. I know it is not easy. I know you cannot just come in and say you want to reset, restructure. It is going to take some time. And you are going to have administrative lapses. Right now, people are complaining, Mr. Minister, that when you started this resetting from the embassies, some things are still not right. And I know it is the amount of damage these people did. Now, I know what these guys, the NDC guys, are going through now. Now, they came to meet a system that was bogus and criminal. Now, this Fred Kwarteng and the more embassy, they made the illegal structures at the embassy, they over the time they made it look like illegal. So now Ablakwa and the NDC, they need to come in and make sure everything that looked legal, which was illegal, they have to make sure they break it down and start it from ground to make it legal. And this is not just Ghana. The Ghana embassy there is going to face a lot of problems because one, you have to understand to say every third party company biana Fred Kwarteng and Ghana embassy, those people were working with the Ghana embassy illegally. Now remember, before the NDC came to power, those companies that were working with the Ghana embassy illegally, some of them still have Ghanaians, their passport, their documents, their data. Now, Fred Kwarteng, they have the key to all this data. This is a guy who has been caught, who is a criminal, technically being processed for court. Now, as we speak, how can you get the system back to work effectively? You need to make sure you start to build everything from scratch. Now, building everything from scratch, you need to understand the embassy cannot wait. People want to travel. People need visas. People need the embassy to respond to their emails. People need the embassy to be corresponding. Now, how do you make this work? It is like coming in, breaking everything down, and still making sure that the embassy is efficient because people still need visas. People still want to do business with the embassy. So what do? I know the Ghana government is in a very tight position because slowly you need to weed out the bad system, the bad administrative structure, and try and turn it around gradually to make it legal. How do you do that? People also are waiting for their data. Into able to send the passport, not in some kind of passport, because the passport people, the courier service, and illegal service, and they are now not willing to work with the Ghana embassy. Now, you need to understand, to make sure that these people bring back all the passports. These people, they make sure they come back for Ghana embassy, the Ghana government, to get everything back. It is not going to be an easy thing because right now, that is the only thing Kwarteng in the group they are holding on to. If I am Kwarteng, I will shut the system down because for the past years, I have been able to build a system that favors me. So if you're a government and you come in and you come to do audit, that's all I say, I will find a way to break the system. And that is why the Ghana Embassy in Washington, D.C. is struggling. That is why the Ghana Embassy in Washington, D.C. today, I get lots and lots of people sending me emails that we have sent our passport, we are not getting the visa, we are waiting for somebody to pick up. It is because the system was broken. Now they have to build a system from scratch. So I will urge the minister that communication is important, that the embassy should have a 24-hour desk, at least a 24-hour desk. If administrative-wise, things are not moving smoothly as you predicted, then at least you should have a 24-hour desk that will be picking calls and answering questions. At least somebody can pick the call and tell the person at on the phone that, in fact, we understand, we know how you feel. We have accepted. Now, please give us 2 days. We will work on it. What is your passport number? Somebody should be behind the phone. And this should go to Akujata Blakwa. We know the hard work you people are doing. It is not easy because what you people came to meet is crazy. It's disaster. So at least Ghanaians outside who want to do business with the Ghana Embassy and people who are not from Ghana, foreigners who want to do business with Ghana Embassy, they need to get to talk to somebody. So at least you need to have about 3 phones working for 24 hours at least. You need to get people working the phone lines 24 hours. At least you need to put 3 phone lines out. That are phone lines, when you call, you need to get response. We are not saying, say, the problem you came to meet, use 2 weeks to solve it. We know you are doing your best to solve the problem, but at least let the people be informed. Just be updating the people. So, Obi Frey Embassy now, somebody should pick up. It should be somebody's job. Somebody should be able to pick up to say, hello, you have called the Ghana Embassy. How can I help you? Nipanabeka say, yes, I've submitted my passport. It's been 2 months. I've not received it. That person should be able to have that time to explain it to the person, for the person to understand. So at least they have people at the embassy working for us. So, Mr. Blakwa, as much as you are working so hard, you are doing your investigations, you are briefing us, make sure the embassies are effective. At least the front desk, the phone lines, they are effective. People can talk to people. And I'm giving you just a week with all due respect, because we are all waiting to talk to somebody at the embassy. We acknowledge your hard work. We acknowledge what you are doing. We respect the work you are doing. We know you are trying to put things in place. But at least let somebody be picking phone calls. Somebody at the embassy should be picking calls. We need about 3 phone lines that are effective 24/7. We need somebody who will sit behind the phone, pick the phone and put people's concerns on paper. Send it to authorities and say, at least these are the concerns we are getting. Can we do something about it? Ghanaians just want to hear somebody speak from the embassy, or else all that you are doing will go into the trash. Relations, communication, dialogue is very paramount when it comes to building an institution that can be trusted. Building an institution that can be trusted, it's all about communication. It's all about dialogue. When you feel that part of communication, you are done. So, Mr. Blakwa, this is an advice. And it shouldn't be just Washington, D.C. France Embassy. Ghana Embassy or France. It is terrible. Ghana Embassy or Spain. It is terrible. Ghana Embassy or Kuwait. Terrible. Ghana Embassy or UK. At least for now, we know you people are restructuring. What we want you people to do is simple. Put 3 phone lines, effective phone lines that are working at these embassies. Let them talk to human beings. Let them, at least when somebody calls the Ghana Embassy, let somebody talk to somebody, and it should be prompt. We don't want to talk to any voice nonsense. We want to talk to human beings. At least I don't think it's too much for you, Ablakwa, and the embassy to employ 3 people to be sitting at a desk in front of a phone and picking people's phone calls and concerns. I don't think it's that big. It's that difficult. There are people who are even willing to do this job for free. So we are sending this message. We are demanding this. Mr. Ablakwa, we are demanding this. We know you are working. Germany Embassy, Ghana Embassy in Germany, Ghana Embassy in Spain, Ghana Embassy in France, Ghana Embassy in Washington, D.C., Ghana Consulate in New York City. Make sure You have told us you are resetting. What catch I say mo ye juma, mo sheshe nyoma, say ya sheshe nyoma mo ma phone sin ye juma. For all you know, the embassy, our passports be a ededa wa, yedi visa abom keke. People just want to call and say, "What dear, before the calamity started, my passport was there. Is it there already?" Somebody just want to come for their passport. They don't even need a visa again. So somebody should be talking to Ghanaians. I'm going to come back to this matter next week. And next week, at least, I need to get some emails from people. I need to get some calls from people telling me, say, the Ghana embassy, right now, they're offra obifa. And yes, sir, Mr. Black, I know, yentembe say, you are not going to like me. Ebasa, and you will tell me, say, I don't want anything good for you. And this is something I am telling you, me before, no remember where I stand. As much as I'm applauding you for the work you are doing, get people behind the phones. Get people to work the lines. Get people to even be calling Ghanaians and telling them, Mr. Asimesi, your passport is here. We don't have a visa in there. Can you come? We want to see you and talk to you. You need to do that. Because I am very sure there are some passports at the embassy. You people need to call the people. It is your job. It is not our job. We know you are resetting. You know we are working. Your Ghana for the passport to embassy. Gather those passports and start calling the people. Almost so passport. Give them dates. Let them come for their passport. That is what we need. Ghana embassy in Spain is fucked up. Shut that embassy down. Sack every idiot there and get new people there. Now, NDC are buying papa no. They be a omo ye. This a new thing. NDC are buying no air. Team, stay with me. All right, team. I get it. All right. Now, government sets aside 7.8 million to pay tertiary education fees for persons with disability. A year, the education minister, Mr. Haruna Idrisu, and they were making announcement. Or say, a year NDC abino a sika $7.8 million. A dear no ye almost say nipa sebio omuwaka. Yenuanom enkwara omuwo school sebio obia ne ho aka wo Ghana otwa adesua so ewo entoaso eye tertiary mu no eye aban tertiary institutions no government ende omoyi eye 7.8 million people with disability aban ebetu omu school fees am for free tie pz for muntie we aban papa enyansafo ne di Ghana for so near to Chrome ha and under MPP. Ye who say ye bu ebubuafo na omo deda enjuma te say eye tobuta no a na omo so omo sakoma no kakra eye amwakwanta kwasiampanyi egu omo adwuma ewie ye sika na de omo ka omo beje of finance ministry ye sabu omo gu so and the NDC aban aba omo yi sika pudio 7.8 million Ghana obia sebio de ho aka anybody or falling in the bracket of people with disability. Sani panbia oko eye into a school, eye tertiary institution, oko polytechnic, oko nursing training, oko eye university. Eye abain diano, abain etwesika 7.8 million atowa. Or the day, or the tia sanko for school fees free. Bulgaria kwasi campaign na the free. Sa kwasi campaign no your politics. Bulgaria ya otomunai. Sa kwasi campaign no ontina radio so da. En kanchire MPP aban say omunya bibi emwe nifrafo enifre ni kwasiampanyi na oje bribe Bulgaria kwasiampanyi na oje bribe enifre ni a otumi kwotena radio so kasa 3 hours na ontumi ka bibi ama ni nuanom a sebio mu hu ade enifre ni kwasiampanyi oye politics a ni nuanom a ono mu fagem ontumi ka nokre every say enifre ni opagya ntrafo ni frɛ ni a onka nokre Bulgaria Osore na nunsu se borga confirm and otiti radio so na okeka nkwase asem and Dr. Bawumia and Dr. Bawumia and unim Dr. Bawumia and Dr. Kwasia aban papa ba and enifrafo and ebubuafo and omo ho aka and this aban $7.8 million cedis say yemfenti omo school fees for free wey and de bia meka chebi nuanom omo ho aka omo nim nyansa say enkwasiafo de se Bulgaria obani efra no omo ho omo mfo muti hwedan mu because you when ifrafo nyansafo Ghana ya we bubuafo nyansafo Ghana ya we nuanom omo wadi dem a omo to Ghana omo som Ghana omo pe Ghana yie inta o say yeso as Ghanaians no ya boa ye nuanom a sebio bibinti omo sa category nim Na Kwasi Ampanyi is a Bulgaria. And if any of your politics, and if any of your bribe or TV so, and if any of Kwasi Ampanyi or then one tribal politics him, and if any or no own binida, na or to a for a desperate, a bois. Bulgaria can be a desperate. Kwasi Ampanyi, oh, to binida, oh, catch up to me a desperate. Sabio to be a green crowd with him. Now politics in tea, Kwasi Ampanyi be to metana radio so, not yes, so, but about Papa Ba. Aban papa ba inti anda menoka say se sebio wo Ghana na se onwaka ebia ye wo na wedi dem ebia accident bi dem awunya udi dem o fall under PWD and the Aban say omotwa sika 7.8 million Ghana cedis ye betua mu school fees for free mo a mako eye school into aso school eye tertiary institutions eye Aban institutions eye aban dia nti mo amoko tech mo amoko nursing training colleges mo amoko polytechnics eye aban dia mo amoko eye universities eye aban dia no saa mo nkofo no nya sebia mo ho aka no aban etwa siketu a omode ato a ye di tua mo school fees free 4 years time mo santoma NDC every say NDC to so dia ade we be koso saa 80 years sa mutu tia NDC a na eye mpana ne ba saa ntwamwa ne ba saa eye party mu pics na omo ba omo betwam me na me ka kire because omo school omo ntiase sanka omo ti school ase eno mo bu school eno mo bu nipa anka chairman untumi nya regional chairman anka omo bu nipa eno mo ti school ase a anka bronye anka untumi di regional chairman sanka omo nim nyansa eno anka omo bu nipa eno mo bu school eno mo nim senia sebio e wo se kaye nyina ye bom na ye kekere man na kan kwasiafo we kan nem no kase nka omo ni chairman inti Ghana for ebubuafo enifrafo sebio mo amunhume a moteme nka o radio so TV so John Mahama president na moto abama no and they will twa sika to 7.8 million sa 7.8 million no sa mati menhia ya hyehye de nyina o menhia enko ho e sika pudio articulate nko 50 and sika gum o se sa sika nya yemfa nko ne yemfa ntua mu school fees mamo. Use your imagination. Munya be a friend Bulgaria sebio nifrafo abrante bi na Ghana sebio mo am ye nifrafo Ghana mo fa ncheme or any friend your friend Bulgaria jantre ni any friend or je bribe or the MPP for you try troton kofo so any friend your own gare any friend your pejantra for any friend ya obi to me boa na we yi ni Panama any friend ya obi to me twaduane ma no waka ne nsa any friend ya otese efie kraman your friend Bulgaria mama mo so sa nipa no so or nipa boni ni obi a ohun ni binida otumi ka kire nipa bi se ai ono a desperate ontina radio so ontina TV so embo dewuro se abanpo MPP aban for 8 years omunya bibi embo anifrafo embo abubuafo kwasiade o ya ne se odi defend chinie odi defend chinie bi esi obi so now yes announcement aba NIA for and the omoya announcement na announcement ni nyina say 18.7 million Ghana cards ya print ama Ghana for aban papa aba bibi e ko show first no beti mensanka me card ana me call ye change L o me dimu ya na R ya change L and ya na R I been call for to cut L to ka R nyina ai me di no ya fa me e den atobla me call ya na atobra nti o change L no I na R o my L no R nti ya ntiase ya se en sa nyoma nyina wonti bi and Ghana card National Identification Authority for almost print 18.7 million and over cards so far register NIA for edi etwe agum ama Ghana for na me no ka say 17.4 million sa card no yi sa 80 million no emu 17 million de ama Ghana for ekọ show because NIA omuni the courier services distribute cards no aban papa ba se no blockage bi ani ho nepotism bi ani ho amanfo ye omodwuma release cards no nti 18.7 million cards na omotwa no emu 17.4 ni nyina kodi Ghana for nsem kakra na akabe 822,000 no ni nyina da ho nti bode wuro se wa won sanka wo card no frɛ yentembeje na omu twagum aban papa ba bibia ko wawa bibia eko wawa bibia ko wawa ejina ne nanso bibia ko wawa aban papa ba sa netie. So you need to always understand aban ba nyama bibre sisa nan say Ote ya che so because I and as a siano me Ghana card no me kokoje ye no yesi me nsan kan ye me ko yesi ani ho yesi change me din and the aban papa buy no onte sa confusion ni biem ye de ne kwan so amanfo eje omo card ye twa card ni gum obian complaining sana a better government work sana aban papa ye sa woto abapa unya de ehon faso ni bi na ende yete ya make catch no 18 million cards emu 17 million already shared. It's gone out. It has been distributed to the owners. And I got only 822,000. And also, minim se enchebiani nyina beko. Omo clear table no so. Se ne be ya wo kwa. Ube hu se dabi. E wo se den. E wo se mitumi ko minjuma na misumi tua meto. Sa na tie. Inti omo se yen kan kire mo. And also omo saka bibi kire mo se yen kan kire mo se. Eye National Identification Authority for say, memma bank bia and ye photocopy of your ID card. Where announcement and the National Identification Authority NIA for the announcement about Bontene. I'm saying men can't PZ for men can't South Interest for Asenkregwa for a pram for more a the Tafo Pancrono, more tag a NIA for say Sawoko banker men for Ghana card nima obiaso on fanko photocopy mrel. Almost say emra emma ho kwan. Inti sende oton ade o PZ oton adepa utia oto unya wonfa so a sebio se ukọ bank na odi sika koto na obi ka che se fa o card ne ma ye ne enko ekoto photocopy a menje menfa ma no efri se sa ode mana eno na ya na nam so a nipa bi awia mu information a omudi kom bank accounts mu ekoji mu sika inti menfa wo card no emma obi ase onkoye photocopy ma wo inti PZ for mo amuye adwuma pa enye mo amoton red no mo na mene mo kasa mo amuye adwuma pa amuji sika pa amutua moto mo amoton red no enye ne mo na ekasa red sika yempe akronfo ye kan ye maame no ma omudi dwa wo PZ ye nuano mo mema omudi dwa papa wo PZ enye mo amototo akofo botom mo amukutakuta bag gina kwan ho a mo penkofo bu omo enye mo asem na meka PZ fo mo ye adwuma pa ekofa nyoma pa ebeton nyoma pa etua de ekapa. Inti ende announcement abane say uya Ghana ni memfa o Ghana card ma bank bia in fact uko institution bia memfa eye o card ma obia say ende asemesi je never kwa ekiro never kwa den never kwa photocopy never breme or the kwa asembe to da achi inti kwa memfa o card ma obia say onye photocopy ma sa nyoma we otumfo nti na meye sa nyoma we ende mo sorry wo Kumasi matna eye radio hwa obi anka bibia nkyerɛ mu nkyerɛ mu da bia meka mesi nkanya otumfo se tutu na na piao enya na mesa adwuma nka menya mamo efisa mu dodo mo nte brofo na mo mbra mo ho ase ye kan sam no wonkran a embedu nkran no na MPP fo adane asem no na mo de twa motro na impunti o mafie eni ntina menya abotre eni ntina medwudwam eni ntina mema Ghana for titiru mi nuanoma santefo mu hu nyoma no me kan ne brofo na madwudwam otwi asantim na mwate ase efri se mu radio fo no omubu mu se sebio mu bi ma adwene nkwa akire nti omo daada mo ye kan brofo no wonkran a deche embedu PZ no na brofo na dane eni ntina mo mpem asem ba meboa mo otumfo o se tutu ntina me ye we nka me ko nka me nye debia mukoda mo mbompa ya motumfo na mo sambompa ya mame na mo enyame anka de Ghana ekwo nka mate mo enyame a anka ende de ekoso Ghana anka sebio anka mo bete anka mo ntimu ba akokra nanso eya me ekobedu a sebio magyatum se mebeboa ama ya kyekere Ghana ama bibia akoso wa no ama Ghana afa ne tuma pefra ama sebio yenje obia we kyire nti ende mabeka no kora edwudwa nsem ne mu kyerɛkyerɛ mu ehu se den eye Ghana card no memfa ma obia wo banko wo school se nipa ne koye den onkoye photocopy ma menye masate se eye Kumasi mayor a release statement say memenda ebe mema obia mbadwam yemprapra Kumasi message get me the story mi dangu jina PZ mi wia na makọ afenyoma akenso me the 10 minutes edwudwam Messias, get me the caption, the Messias, get me the screenshot of that story. I want to speak on it. The material say, and Yasi Kumasi Mayo a release statement. Mr. P, get that statement. Get me the story. It's not on the system. Matisa Kumasi Mayo a release statement to be say. A year or two for a set to two ebenya ho every swan. Yasi no twani hine. Minim ofri Botswana na. Yasi on hine fufuro bi. Every a year a crow for froso ba asantimema besra menana o 2-4 say to nana piao. Na ensrahwe na obesra no o 2-4 say to ni befa kurom. Enti esia no asema ya ka to wo anase announcement a ye de abeto no say Kumasi Mayor de asem ya beto abonten say asantefo amudi dwa e wo kagetia Central Market die nyina no yese memenda we memo bia nhedwa. Yesi yebe prapra krom Eswatini esane friend no Eswatini for hine ba your friend the king of Eswatini Botswana for hine I think said that's him right now. Eswatini hine na oba no inti yesi otumfo akasa kire mayor ema mayor aka kire Kumasi for say ye ne edidwa memenda ebe ye ndidwa yesore no pa 4 yemfa priority tia yes, I ate and never prior tinting. Yen yina yen shame wo krom. Na yen me pra krom. If you say, ho ba. La. Kumasi Mayor na dey accept na beto. Besides, get me the story before nkwasi afona ka Kevin about it. Besides, put the story for me, Mr. S. Mr. S. Team, put the story for me. The person will be able to say, DNC. Is it here? Okay, I have the state. Thank you very much, team. Team B the story now, but thank you very much. My making kana minjum and chance and mine. Otu fontina me and come here. Can I say me for home? Otu fona me dono. Nana piao me do onana na me. Minyo asantimemu. De meye bia de abon ho ban na na meye. Piao. Now my main churchim asam ni nyina nie. We ane krata ye dia beto Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly. We announcement kesia ye ya midjum enye. Asamasi. Yensi antuma gufin wa bontene. Ti ebesi no dem Saturday. Now Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly I'm release here for immediate release. PZ for say immediate release. I just say enimeni here asem we hia yendi ho dwuma. Your friend immediate release. PZ for mumbioma sum na me be kind brofo 2 dra kamen kind brofo country. Nana me dono. Now, I'm say Kumasi to host massive cleanup. Kumasi to host massive cleanup exercise in preparation for royal visit of the king of Eswatini, formerly Swaziland. Anya Botswana, Swaziland mum. Assembly report Metropolitan Assembly. King Zuba Eda no. Assembly mo dia bane say. Omo say enimenimu ya no. Asantemai. Yebe de aprapra yebe siesie krom yebe tigatem bebi aya dwunso agu yede nsuo beguso bebi aya ne niesi yede de tabodo betoro so bebi aya ye ho basa nyina ne se memenda ebe ye baba ye den clean up exercise in preparation ye se ye baba ye den yebe pip yebe siesie santimemu efise hoho ba every day la bre Assembly tiri po and I'm each no PZ for the tiri po. Now the tiri po say Kumasi to host. You see, Kumasi on hini kese free. A kura na first a friend Swaziland. Eswatini. I sign a friend say Eswatini. Or Baba Srow 2-4. Ewa santimemu. Inti yenina ye Baba ye dien. Ade amo friend no Saturdays I have friends say clean up. Amo dibi amo friend no. Yenina ye Baba pra santi. Mama minjujwe mwa amo say. In anticipation, PZ for what you say, you can say in anticipation of the esteemed visit of the head of state and kingdom of Eswatini, formerly Swaziland, to His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei the second Asantehene, the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly (KMA) will be organizing a massive cleanup exercise on Saturday, June 21st, 2025. almost say ensra sebio ye nyina ye di akire enom ka say in anticipation ensra ye nyina ye nida so anticipating, we are anticipating ensra ye nya santiman ye nida so say de ohini bia ofri ekura ye freso Eswatini ebe sra santehene ewa santimemu abatena ne so ewo de menhia no Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly and the anno asem a omde abeto abontene se ewo se ye nyina memenda ebe anopatutu no 9 ye nyina ye mbotwi emosa na ye nti ye hungu Kumasi abontene so titiru edwom yemfa prayetietia ene prayetenten yemfa kuma aso yemfa de bodua na yemfa ntomago ensensen ye kon ho na yembe pra kronim yesi answer no ni fredi beto boabo no na onim de 90 so sanka fin wa anka yempra fin e ke mi tell ajanjan hene na na pia me do mi cheche ma che onanom yenko enim paragraph 2. The head of state and kingdom of Eswatini, His Majesty King Mswati III, will visit Kumasi from June 24th to June 28th, 2025. Yes, Papa no obeba betna Kumasi 4 days. 4 days in Tianjonzo. 4 days no from 24 to 28. Yana ohene ne beba beso 24. Unu musia lo da sha untumem. Mo ankwase afora mo num pike. Mo num pure water. No mato. Ye jai for 4 days dey me enya sabium. Ye say unum pure water wi a na da bon tuma no no akekere because obi abesraye. Sebi omu amukọ nea na mo de paper no mato abontene na abontene na mkofo hwena no ye say wo nea na wakekere na o de ato dem. Efiri say ohene bi besraye ennan oman mo sorry na matwe mo be ma na mo junso guda ho keep off ne ade beware of dogs for no mo twe mo be ma yes mo nyai bebia na mo ta junso pizza ta wo fa na fa hwinim yes mo nyina no mo hwe mo fa so clean nguso edwaye because ohene bi betena ye so ennan enti nkwase ade ye nyina ye nyai brofo na se kire no mo amonene rough we for no Aya asta we for monene rough mo ya no ban yes ohini bi betra Kumasi 4 days ono otufo betum pasa ahomache 4 ono otufo beko walk ebo 6:30 omo beko jogging ebo 7:30 omo beba aya menhia any area ho ebe hwese nkofo to dame ohini ni betum pasa anene sa we for na monene rough no maban ha no maban ye ne ye de munja anene no 4 days obia nka ni yemu ntwom monka motontwom ne anene no do not urinate for no na see do not urinate for no you say ye monjun so wodam ohene no kwa you say ohene no ba na okowia ye betuma ne but see ade ye ne wodam paragraph 3 wedwa idiminya da minjai important me na toilet no mu bobi na gogo mu ni zuba nkoko na me matro letter bi zuba na atro abalo me dwudwam otumfo nti na me ye na nkese nkame o bodam now mo amoso mutonto akoba buti ya wo na ya wo ya na me koto oje na de deg and dojo mu nyina mu nja yesi ayem pai yesi 4 days no trotro for mu nja pai enti mu gina ho a esi an muntumi nkan kese red for na mo beja na mo da no mo anam kotra trotro ho a na mo pai na mo da mutumi pai na mo fama da ye be hwewasum 4 days ya no red ya mfa 4 days in pai bibia biam 1000 razo azavo san kwasiam pai ne san kwasia san red no 4 days ye bejai ohini bi ba red bibini pa na say ye ne a ohini obi ama ye nyan ne yanko paragraph 4 asante your mind na ma me ko benim paragraph 4 the massive cleanup exercise you see cleanup exercise adikudenti amoye no enie red. The massive cleanup exercise aims to ensure the city of Kumasi is spotless, spotless and presentable to honor the distinguished royal guest. Almost say adikudientia. Aya meminda we obianfa prayetinti prayetia mra. Mo amone ni munjai wi for munjai adekudie ntia saa eye insiesie a yebesiesie Kumasi no ehia ne se ebebo ma Kumasi ho ate yese spotless ete se Kumasi no ete se wanenenenene unya bebi ntia ete se madwonso unya bebi mfa gatamu ewase unya bebi yesi ade se ekase be spotless. That means anene ni nyina be firi ho ni nyina kan so omo ti krodim se ne be ya eye ohwohwo na obesra otumfo se tuturu be hu se yedi ehuni 4 days no ya be se approve kire ohene ba akọ na oba ne se ye ne 4 days ye betu edi ehuni. Hey, priority de priority edwaye pipe ano monfa elu bi nkan mo amwo pride de twitwe edwaye no asafofo no aya monfa tretre sa tietia na de twitwe edwaye no aha. Paragraph number 5 omaidwa ele ojira de bewu ojira ne garagwa fo ele bidiate brofu na ba de se mindwudwom so biti brofu chase onko dwudwom. To ensure full compliance and successful participation, all shops and commercial establishments in the Central Business District, that's the CBDs, are expected to close from 6 a.m. to 12 noon to facilitate the cleanup. Inti yase eye memenda ebe no. Eye mo eye Central Market area holding nyina no. From anopa no nsia ekodru eye ewia eye du mienu eye 12 no e wo say ye to store bia mu na ye pra bini no na ye pra Johnson no na ye tegatem na ye de praye twitwitwu fom na ye de adwaye gugu Johnson so na ye moku sese ekuro mu atememu ehwam sene be ya ye nyina betumi di dwuma na ohene ne ba na one nanenam sentimentum a onka say aha otumfo 32 I like your country so much also you know you are very clean people good yes mom pra nhye table ase o yes mom pra antikronim intanya say bini no na ma pra na the table sisi so na ma kofa ntoma na ma takata Johnson so yes mom pra kronim monti kronim eh asampa ni o. All right, now Mami Komenim. The KMA urges all residents, businesses, and stakeholders to participate in this initiative. We invite the good people of Kumasi to join hands in making this exercise a success. Together, we can showcase our hospitality culture and pride in our clean city. And issued by Public Relations Unit KMA to all media houses. And the Biabakayansa. Inti almost say, dear Elhono, inti the Akono and Ekono. Yasi ayami mindei ya pese ohine na ofri etwatini no ehu se yedi ehuni sebio yenti binim oba nti yeni ane etu yebu yebe yasi yentu yensi entumago ewa abontene nti entumago no ende ohine bi ba nti mum yensi no wodam yenne wodam yanju nso wodam gatas na emu esisini yamfa bibi ntotototo so entontom no yenso so mosquito coil ohine ne ko wia ne yasa de aba abontene 4 days le bebro yentumi njunso 4 days yentumi nene we fall to me buying 4 days yentumi no red hey and Kumasi will go on hunger strike 4 days way 24 25 26 27 me am be live Kumasi o be din yesi me enwo fufuo ebi aburu afi yanka ye kan wom na manka yesi ohene na oba no ompe de otai kan book ope quiet time every time you did we ope so kan or story books or kan ompe de it yesi Saturday ye enwo fufuo Mongo to fufuo machine. Ye nwo fufuo ohene na oba no ompe dede. Ohene na oba no ompe dede ota kinkan book ope quiet time ota rest. Inti asimu mo around benchia area ye mekokom wonkwase fufuo bia ena tim ohene na mewu anto ye so ha. Most of them pe supeku ohene no oyobia ompa de bon ompe momone ompe supeku ompe de apatre egatemu nam mo amori ankwan amodi supeku apatre ene nyanya nchire gumu no yesra mo 4 days yenja na every salad me say ohene we ngolo Kumasi obi awu ohene we ngolo ni afonfon ni nam Kumasi ya da ni nyanga ale ya da na bako nana da be na udi go guest ibako nana ye no nko na wanko dia buei me so hine no nko 4 days ni nyina ewu yase me enwo fufuo me an risupeku me an fa momoni ngu enkontomre nkwan mu me anya enwa patre nkwan ye mai ade bia bon bia no yase ohine no mpe ene se ne so 4 days dey say disaster kako kwase kako ohine no ompe kako sent kako tumi wo minim na kun dangerous Mo amota pa benkwan no. Mo ma benkwan ntutu. Mo ya benkwan na mo de eya tum. Mo ya benkwan na mo de eye prekesa tum no. Ohene on pesa cent no. 4 days di ne ewu. Me see ohene we nko. Ni aye fast na ni e ba be na da be ni e be didi. Ye betuma serve omo 10 cups. O se ye ni hwi o. Ye twe dia ne pa. Bofro kwan de wa obetra bofro kwan be bo tuo. Nana ebema eye de eye obrafo no ananti krom. Ohene ne ba Otumfo said to ebema eye executioners. Omo mutwa di party no ombe nanti krom, ombe ye omonim ninam krom. Wa obe ye bofro nkwan. La yila ayila law. Ene de e wo letter ni mame kan paragraph 4 no nkire. Ebi omeka se bia me dada mo. Paragraph 4. We urge all as Kumasi residents to abstain from any kankindie or any smelly stuff. 1. The king has said nobody should add superku. Paragraph 3 ho. PZ for monte brofuna kan na kan brofuna jejemjebo. Nobody should cook bofron kwine. Bathroom kwine. The king does not want to smell apatre. Ni nyina wom. Inti eye Saturday 24 to 28 no. You say me enwe apatre ye nye bofro. Wa wo be ye bofro kwine e be chew. Wa obeye bofro nkwan Kumasi ebechew a ohene na oba na obete. Twan 29th. Na me say ohene ne ko 29th aba ebebo se wo asantebe mu no. E hona ba gigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigigig Aye. 29th, a year be a bear or Santi Bebuno. So in already 4 days, a dog corner. I want to say Dianu Santi, intimate Majujo Machamo. I watch it, Uja Qua.
Yo, we are best fishermen. No, no answer mine. I watch it. You will for Belgium fan, Belgium fan, Belgium fan. It was the team Belgium fan, Belgium fan, Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan, Belgium fan, Belgium fan. Why you why round what? Why you why round what? Why you why round what? Why you super why round what? It was for Belgium fan, Belgium fan, Belgium fan. It was the team Belgium fan, Belgium fan, Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan, Belgium fan, Belgium fan. It was the Belgium fan, Belgium fan, Belgium fan. Why you yell? Why round what? 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 Why you yell?
Thank you very much for staying. Abuache. Now, Yababa Sembi very important. Judges be the President of the Republic and nominate Omo yes 7 and the Parliament eveti Omo Ediomako Supreme Court. One of the judges, the Dean at the year Hafisata Amele Buba or ye Justice President Mahama and nominate so Parliament invite Omo vetini we are na Omo totona no mu say Sebiu odi fatase also call Supreme Court yemfa call Supreme Court. Na and then during the vet, in Sembebri see, they see and say so many people were asking questions. Adentina, a minority leader, Kasongo 99, the content creator, Afenyo Markin, show a lot of disrespect, a lot of anger. Say, Ushe de Ekoso and the Vetenasia. Judges Bebri Abesine call ya vetiomo. But you could see, say, this lady or this woman, during her vetino, there was something off about Afenyo Markin. It looked more personal than being professional. It looked like, say, Afenyo Markin was on personal field. He doesn't want to talk about it, but Bibi on the tima why now you say, or per se, Oguma minenima say. Or was some personal issue with the woman. He doesn't want this woman to do well in life. Now, Yenima Afenyo Markin and the way he fools himself all the time. Every opportunity he gets, when he sees cameras, he sees bloggers. Every time he sees Nipa Sheribia, Jiminy Dear, how he does it. But I said today, it was extreme. I said today, he didn't even want to show the lady respect. So far, with all due respect to all the judges, this woman stood out as the most smartest. With all due respect, all the judges are very smart. They have proven, say, you're good judges for Ghana. But from what I listened to today, and the deliberate attempt by Afenyomakin to try and discredit this woman, at a point, he wanted to make sure that this woman's security, he breached the security of this woman for Obia or person attack woman attacking, because he went all the way to let the woman even tell us Edaya or Timni baby ote, na dress baby ote. You could see, say, it was full of diabolic agenda. Now, Afenyomaki Obia, they be a with Jimmy. It's fine because of his nature, because of the way he does things, because of the way sometimes Oyenyo maybe to say we did 14 years. And I'll give credit to the board, the chairman of the committee that sat down. And he actually put him in his place today. And we also the intelligent way the chairman handled this content creator, a friend Afenyomakin. But I want us to pay attention to something. And I'm going to decode something. Me decode that you understand Afenyomakin's behavior today in Parliament. Now, the reaction of Afenyomakin in front of this lady. Ubebutan say, what is really going on? Why is he being so personal? At a point, to me, Campo say, you want this lady to be passed to the Supreme Court. You could see, say, he didn't want to show the woman respect. You could see, say, it was deliberate. Into Ubebutan say, why is Afenyomakin, especially with this woman, or is so focused and trying to discredit and disrespect the woman? I just say, now, let's go listen to a few of the comments from Afenyomakin and some of the questions he asked. This is the content creator, Kasongo 99.
Would be the accompanying risk of allowing a certain president to set the punishment for non-declaration of assets, particularly in the absence of an independent investigation or an independent body constituted for that purpose. What do you think are the constitutional risks?
Honorable Minority Leader, is it not the same question that you are coming back to ask? Same question has been asked and answers provided. So for me, it is the same question that you are rephrasing. So the answer, we ask another question, please.
Chairman, if you want to find a way to stop this vetting, I will yield to you. Stop what you are doing. The whole country is watching you. Stop what you are doing. Stop what you are doing. If you want us to fold up, I'm not here to debate with you. I'll fold, discharge her, let us go. If that's what you want to achieve, I've seen it all. This drama, but whatever precedent, if not 4 years, 12 years, 20 years, it will come back and haunt this house. No problem. If you are strategically planning that a Supreme Court nominee should not go through this thing, so be it. But this question is not out of order. I am putting a question. Please pay attention to my question. Pay attention to my question. Pay attention to the question I'm asking. I'm not asking the same question. I've done research. I've worked overnight. I left this parliament, my office, at 12 a.m. Go back here at 6. I know what I am asking. I'm not saying the same thing. For the avoidance of doubt, I repeat my question. What are
Honorable, I have a short response.
Please respond.
The public is not only watching me, it's watching all of us. And the jury will be out there. I cannot be intimidated by you. I'm a man with indomitable spirit. I feel rude that a question has been asked. The nominee will not answer this question again. Pose another question.
Honorable nominee.
So you ask yourself, what will make you so pissed off? So Utieni Kasema, he said he has worked overnight. He has done his research. It means this vetting is important to him. Into the whole night, Krawanda, and why any research. So he came fully loaded. Why is he so interested in this woman's vetting? Why is Afenyomakin so interested? At a point, he said that if you want me to fold, I will fold and we will discharge her. You can hear it in his tone. There's no respect for the lady. Personally, he didn't want to show the woman any respect to say, Mami Wei has been nominated. She's resolute, composed, respectfully answering every question. You could see, said there was something in there after Nyomakin. It was eating him up. Because he had stayed up overnight. He had done his research. He has worked hard. He came here to do something. And that whatever he was trying to do, the woman was too intelligent for him. So now he got frustrated. And out of his anger, frustration, stupidity, and ignorance, you could see he exhibited his kasongoness. So you ask yourself, why is he so pissed off? And you can also take your time and watch some of the videos.
Honorable Minority Leader, is it not the same question that asks a follow-up question? In all the vetting that we've carried out, the record can bear me out. So if the Majority Leader wants a follow-up question, I think it is in good faith that we ask him to do a follow-up question. Please, Majority Leader, you have the floor.
Well, this being the first time I'm speaking, let me join colleagues to congratulate my 1 year. Mr. Chairman, let's be careful what we are doing. It's not good for democracy. If it's a follow-up, let me congratulate my 1 year. If it's a follow-up, you should go straight to the chairman. Don't be doing these things. So it may be politically convenient for you, but tomorrow it will hit us as a parliament.
I can just understand the Minority Leader this afternoon. Because if the person going to ask the follow-up question is now talking to the nominee for the first time, what is wrong?
But he would have the opportunity to ask his own substantive questions. He's already indicated to the deputy chair that he will take his turn after me. Please, let us not set a bad precedent. This is not the first time we are doing vetting. Let's stop this. You are the majority. You may not want to delve deeper. Allow us to do our work. What is happening is not good, Mr. Chairman. When we talk, it's like we are sharing your power. Let's stop it. It's not good for the country. It's not good for our image as parliament. And I protest. He says he's going to have his turn.
Honourable members, I do not think any rules of the House has been flouted. So I'll proceed to give the floor to the Majority Leader. Majority Leader, you have the floor.
Thank you very much. Let me join some colleagues to congratulate my 1 year senior at the bar on your nomination.
So you ask yourself, somebody is just congratulating the lady for even being nominated. If it's a follow-up question or it's a substantive question, is it wrong for somebody to say, this lady used to be my senior and I would like to just congratulate her, join my colleagues to congratulate? When Ayaga was speaking, he said, let me join my colleagues, meaning left and right, MPP, NDC, for Maka say congratulations to her. No, he's joining his colleagues to say congratulations. Why do you think Kasongo would jump? Ask yourself. There's a reason. And I'm going to let you know why he was doing this today. I'm going to prove to you why it was very necessary, say, to Abatia MPP. And why people like Afenyomakin, they have to be treated like criminals in Ghana. What Afenyomakin was doing there, it was pure hatred towards the woman. Do you know why? Let me take you back. You will understand. Do you remember me expose biwaha about Afenyomakin? Afenyomakin took somebody's wife. And your friend is Selena. And I saw Selena no ninuya bema your friend JJ. Do you remember? Eden koto obana Afenyomakin dino o Jenny free bema bi hono. Ne baketwa na we di be 4 years enum. Do you remember? saa asɛm no Selina because no date afenyo makina na yes Selina lawyer mokai say Selina time okọ court oka say opese nkwara ne mienu yede nkwara ne mienu ema no bema na ye ne ex-husband bema no be find it out say afenyo makini Selina da na even Selina nua bema na efeni JJ eden bema ahyehye ne manum ode court no. Do you know say sa case no eno na ama afenyo makin ni buofu? Do you know? That is why afenyo makin hates this woman. Now, mame fa unko back na mincho bibi. Time afenyo makin started say oni Selina na waware eda. Selina na owo emma mienu 2 young girls. Time na oni afenyo makin eda. Enunti ema Selina ne kunu aware ne seye. Sa asem no ekopie court. Now do you know say asem no ekopie court no? Judge na oti asem no so. Na ye friend Judge Hafisata Amalebuba. Na ye judge we. Ono na oti sa case no so. Now case ni kopie court no e dey ni see. And I'm going to take you back. Do you remember I played an audio? Abrantia ne ba free eye ne money free Selina ho baye because adikudienti ma enkwara ne tumeka abrantia ne nsa temporarily no was because omko court no eye Madam Hafisa Justice Hafisa eka say oba ne mbema no omo nhye enkwara friend shared custody inti ema enkwara no so free Selina eho ebedio omo papa nsa. It was that moment ena bema ne behu say Selina na oyen ex-wife no ni nua bema fe ni JJ oni omote no na ode ne bema ehyehye nkwara ne num ne ma ne ba no hu sana ne ma ne yare. I played an audio of the girls speaking to their father and explaining to their father what Selina's brother JJ was doing to them. And sana or before mo, this was what the kids told their dad. Do you remember?
Water into the sausage rubber thing, and then she left us drink it.
Who?
Mommy and Noah.
Which AC?
The white one in our room.
What happened? What?
Let me show you.
No, you talk. What happened?
The smell is the same thing as mommy said. It's the same thing.
What? Angie, you said what happened? I mean, I've heard what Iraja is saying, but you're saying
so
what?
mommy, there was an AC in Nungwa.
Okay.
When the water, the AC was dripping water.
Mm-hmm.
She was using a basket to make it full, so that she scoops it in a cup, so that when we drink it, it will make us sick, and then we'll get a cold. We'll catch a cold. And the sausage rubber. Sausage rubber.
Oh, you mean sachet rubber?
Sachet.
No, so what were you doing with the water from the...
We are drinking it.
She gave it to you to drink?
Yeah, we thought it was just fresh water. But instead of fresh water, it tasted like, what do you call it? Dust.
And she made you drink it?
Yeah, like sand.
I see.
And I was coughing until I sneezed and sneezed. Ooh, that's me too. I only coughed.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
Well, I'm thirsty right now. This is the last one.
Now, this is the audio. Yenya free aya abranti no. Remember, there was another audio of the kids telling their dad, say aya JJ edine bema etu omunum. Do you remember? I can get you that audio. Now, enkora no papa ne kofa omo no. Ena omo papa ne hu say enkora no changes bia ba omo abrabom. Omo ne gina ope no mpese onde omo saka ne bema. Oha na asakora no oni omo ni nimba e ba ku di agora. Enti papa ne hu say no changes bia ba nkora nim. Eho ena ostati se obusa enkwara no. I will get that audio and play. The one where the kids were telling him say JJ Eden Bema Esha Omunum. Mr. Pim says, get me the audio. Inti Papanika said, no, I have to see medical advice, psychological advice. Inti Ehona Papani started say, or the Enquarano Echo Hospital. I wanted to give you a background to what I'm about to tell you today. Remember, inti assembly by no, Selena, none lawyer ne afenyo marking. No, ne da. Selena ni nua bema ni JJ, ona de ne koti etoto nkwara de num. Inti obuko court no, na judge or case ni so, your friend no Judge Hafisa Ameloba, this woman. Now, Sam Amiwe, or one of the most vibrant over a year, what we call a year, divorce and marital courts, divorce issues in Ghana, or one of the finest in Ghana. Oko divorce and marital court 3, family laws, Oba family laws one sema, Ope one of the finest judges in Ghana. Omotse sa nyomana se, omubu ataya nyansa woman, this woman, or one of the best. So my moon and case this was assembly bar court. Assembly bedroom court, no. Time my assembly court first. No, the first judgment I am we give you no or sin na omunye be a joint custody or shared custody. The reason was that evidence and a dead him those times near Nam fan Koranin ko hospital. Na sa time nen Koran wo ma me ho eno muko pie court. In tom kodu court no assembly nyina kodu say na enkora no enko school be 1 year because of fanema me no. So Judge Hafisata make ruling and I say or then or make ni ruling on the enkora rights na sebio parents no at that moment you can say they were abusing the rights of the kids because na I was say enkora eco school. Inti maame no a yɛfɛ no Justice Hafisa Atta eka kyerɛm say for now case way me pese nkwara no tumi ko school inti munya what you call shared custody or joint custody maame ne fa nkwara no at a point na papa no so fa nkwara no na you make sure say nkwara no school no aye fluid inti e bia nkwara ba maame no for school days holidays no ma papa no ho. So that was what this judge the first time na a case no eba hefa eba nenim. All right, now case ni ba maame nenim no okaso omunya joint custody and shared custody no maame no at a point now say enkwara no eba papa no ho asem we sem no makada me chere de kudi ntia na afenyomake was doing what he did today in court. Now say asem enkwara no eba papa no inti enkwara no eba papa no ho no omo ba be di holidays asako back no na papa no hu changes no won kwara nim. Iti papa no hu changes no won kwara nim no na odi kwara no call a police hospital or ko psychologist or ko a physician and who said yes, from what we are seeing, your kid is being molested. Police report, medical doctors report, all the reports from psychologists, police hospital ninyina abrante gada ninyina. Now, when abrante who son abrante said no, he was not going to allow he was not going to allow Enkwara way to go back to Mameno. So the man decided to go to what? Decided to go to court to tell the judge BM say, Madam Hafisata, first judgment now no. Matthias here, I respect it. But Enkwara become insano. This is the report I can show you from police, from the psychologists, from the medical doctors. Me ex-wife Selena or ya afenyomakin girlfriend na or sir afenyomakin representing no ni nua be my friend JJ no or the court to me manenum. Now afenyomakin eti say abrante no afile this case or the kwakwa judge no court no na quickly afenyomakin mo file what we call contempt application. Contempt application in say, Omudi nkan call court. And catch the court to say, Embrace say was a branch and den Koran Koma Selina. Adentina a branch and fa and Koran Koma Selina into a book court embrace into court in Chia Brantian into that was Afenyomakin, who was the lead lawyer to Selina, a Brantian ex-wife. Because Afenyomakin was sleeping with the woman. Afenyomakin knew and knows, said JJ, who is Selina's brother, was the one who committed the crime. Because there was police reporter. JJ admitted, said, yes, our police station, he actually committed that crime. I showed you all the documents here. I showed you all those documents here. And I'm fine. Now, into Abrantiano, I already say, or Babeko court, Ako file, say, no, Madam Hafizata, o first judgment, Matthias, but incredible coming, Sano, dear me, any the professionals are catch them, evidence in ye, I was sat who say, no, inquiring to me, call back to JJ now, or shed them now, or then cut air to me, money noon. After your marking, who say, Abrantiano, I then. Ebe court afale sariano omko fale contempt application. Say court mum enshembrani enchia brantie na aden ankorana bedinu wa omfa ankorana nkoma Selina. Inti abrantie no court no ena Madam Hafizata ekacha brantie no say wasema waka nyina amate wo evidence awde aba nyina amate na momentumi mu asem we because court mramu no e was a contempt case na ye de akoto afenyoma kendi akoto so or no go and do what? Answer to the contempt. Na court in Musa undi bonibia ansana. This case I'll person metnaso. Na me share evidence. The esino I'll pay a year forecasted no. My hesse imagine wa and answer me in Quran be mawa. Inti this judge court Hafizata directed the man say one afenyoma kemon ko eye case na a contempt case no mun ko tie die besi. Do you know what happened? Omuko tie contempt case no judge ana oteso your friend Judge Gawu on na wo Supreme Court no Gawu the Akufo-Addo edit court Supreme Court no on na ti case ni so no shockingly enough Gawu tie case ni nyina wie ya o hwe abrante ni the reason why ntia one fa akora na nkoma maame no the reason why ntia all circle court to go meet Hafizata to explain the evidence to her no Gawuka said the evidence before him no it makes sense and that on to me ma abrante ne mfa akwara no ana enkwara na enkoma Selina if you say the evidence how they abekire contempt court no e kire say enkwara no obi de nsa akeka omo enti eye Judge Gawu no dismiss case no. This was the first loss after your mark in FACA. That was the first time he got bruised. Waji obi yire asa de nipa na asa akọ court asa de nipa no eden or try say nipa ne mana obi ne girl no enua bema JJ ede ne court to mu no obeso osade nkora ne sa akọhye saade nim enti time omko hia Gawu na Gawu hye abrante no evidence police report doctor's report bibia na Gawu said no I cannot grant this contempt. In fact obe dismiss contempt no abrante no he has the right to go back to this judge called Hafizata and go explain the matter. The reason why I unfan korane mama no because okuta report. Sa time ana omo twɛn no. E ho na afenyo makin efre abrante no warning no.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, how are you?
By Jehovah's grace, I'm doing very well, thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
This is Afenyo Makin.
Okay. Yes, I missed your call this morning.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I called you, huh? How old are you?
Sorry?
How old are you?
Sorry, I don't understand your question.
I said, how old are you? What's your age?
Sorry, sir, I want to understand why.
Okay, I'm your ex-wife's lawyer regarding the custody of your kids. Okay. When I sent my junior lawyer, Deborah, you remember the drama in the school on Friday?
Mm-hmm.
All right, that ended at the police station, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm saying, how old are you? There's something I want to tell you. That's why I'm asking you. I'm talking to you as a gentleman, as a brother. What's your age now?
I find it difficult to answer this question.
No problem. If you won't answer, let me tell you something. I'm a family man myself, okay?
Sorry, come on.
And I'm saying I'm a family man myself.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking to you as a brother.
Okay.
I don't want to pull the law. Okay? It will be waste of energy. But I want us to find a way of resolving matters, okay?
Okay.
You have put a woman to bed. me, I believe in metaphysics. And no man can be over, yeah. Initially, and dream, that's why I ask you of your age. We may be carried away by our ego and our pride. What I've seen in life, I don't like to confront issues. I think that there's always a somber way of resolving matters. Because at the end of the day, the effect on our lives, we don't see where it is coming from. If there are mistakes we made in life, maybe we think we have some little money, we can pay our way out, we can frustrate people, hurt people, but in the end, it ends up destroying us. So I'm talking to you as a brother, not as a lawyer to your ex-wife. So I'm done with talking to you as a brother. Now I'm talking to you as a lawyer.
Sorry. You go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay. Did you follow? I said that my first statement to you was talking to you as a brother and a family man. Now I'm going to talk to you as a lawyer. Okay? So talking to you as a lawyer, try as much as possible. Maybe I could get your lawyer's number so that we respect the court order with the issue of she having access, you having access, so that both of you, I mean, you've lived together before, you've had husband and wife relationship. This is the time for both of you to torture each other and then make sure that the kids get the best out of it. Okay? So it's vacation. Whether there's extra classes or not, extra classes is not regular school. She must have access to the kids, and you would have access to them on weekends. That is what the order says. If you agree with me, I think that you can place a call to your wife and ask.
So you saw what he did. Case in the court, no. Then he called the gentleman, and he indirectly started threatening him. How old are you? How old are you? Who do you think you are? And let me talk to you. Now I'm going to talk to you as Selena, your ex-wife's lawyer. This is a case in court. What did I call court for contempt? And you have called the gentleman, I brought a case in court to threaten him. Oh, Senator Afenyoma can Deborah B. Asam say, oh, he's apologizing for the inconvenience that happened at a branch in school. Afenyoma can, he sent this lady, her name is Deborah, and these two criminals, calling themselves national security, they went to Nkwarani school to forcefully go and kidnap the Somebody notified the gentleman at work, and fast, and a school to prevent you. So this Deborah girl, she works at Afenyoma law firm. So when she went there with these two people saying they are national security, Afenyoma had instructed these people to go and forcefully go kidnap the kids. Abrea na court, Asemra say they need to go listen to the contempt application before they come back. So at that moment, the kids were in the custody of the man. Afenyoma wanted to illegally kidnap the kids from school. So then later, then he called the gentleman and said, oh, I apologize for Deborah Nonye, Oye Juma Afenyoma law firm. And these people coming and frustrating and tormenting your young girls who are 4 years and 7 years. And so then he went on to do what? Threaten the guy indirectly. Now, I'm sure make sure the reason why in Tia and then Afenyoma kin court war. He hates this woman from the bottom of his heart. Ochiri Mami Wei. Because Mami Wei etna the girlfriend case so edia samne fenchem on tiasie Afenyoma kin. And it's na who de na no. And it's na on person be respect woman way. And it's na he was angry because Selena ni nua be ma jeje de ne kotekoto obi ba num. Na Afenyoma kin insist say yendi case ni ma Selena because Afenyoma kin kwasiampenyi woni Selena ne da. Now you get the story. Now my mention will be a dangerous cry. You will be shocked. Now, in the Obuko, Gawu court, Obuko tier the contempt case, and a Gawuka said, there is no case here. In fact, he dismissed the contempt case. Now, what are they supposed to do? Now, they can go back to Justice Hafisata the court to go seek clarification. Say from the evidence now, Branton I gather from the hospital, from the police, everything showing say Selina Nyabeman the court to turn money no. Hafisata should look at the facts and make sure say or the Nkorana Mapapano to have full custody of the kids. Do you know what happened? After Nyomaki went to Tokonu, Tie, and told Tokonu to transfer Hafisata to Kumasi. So time omu free contempt ho. Eba back say omobabe tie case no ewo Hafisata with all the evidence no. The Chief Justice Madam Tokonu under the instructions of her best friend after Nyomaki no, this lady was transferred to Kumasi. In Tomobaye no, to come and listen to Madam Hafisata, her judgment on evidence. Abrante Agada say, this woman was not there. This woman had been transferred under the direction of Afenyo Makin. You know why Afenyo Makin was angry today? Personal. They're now that's why you people didn't understand. Personal. He was personally doing this because he hates this woman. So because you see, so it wasn't about what they were saying. It was a personal thing. Inti okokachira tokonu. Abranti and sade document ni bedru court no. Na maami we ya transfer no. Every case no so ye yini kure free order niko Kumasi. Do you know what happened? Then they brought in another judge. Judge ni dindi. Your friend no. Sadi no wo no me page so da ba menka ho asem nne. Eni kina asem ba menka bibia. Ye yi ma me we ko Kumasi e na afenyo makin so ope some particular judge. Sa judge no oye ninja. She only appears when their cases be a MPP here at the ayade. Who is this judge? Her name is Elfreda Amadenchi. Elfreda Amadenchi. Sana ni dintie. This lady or a judge, she is coming from or practicing the law free a year Judge J. Barford's law firm. Your friend Elfreda Amadenchi. Itomoba no na afe the new judge aba oba. Elfreda, the young man presented all the facts to this lady in court. Maminu evidence before her. Onse enkwara no obi ede ne court ahihye omodum police for actual report, psychologist actual, physician actual. Every single person who matters. All the documents were right in front of Edian, the judge, your friend, Elfreda Amadenchi. I have something in the future to tell you. Elfreda Amadenchi betina case in this no. And I'll see, upon all the things that I have seen, in fact, in her judgment, the Elfreda Troy, let me show you, make sure what is happening in Ghana. In her judgment, Otrobi or say the respondent is cautioned to ensure proper care and feeding in respect of the children. They see ye de obibema a respondent no and then yes Selina no nya bema de koti eto nkwara nanum emolesti omo. The judge near friend Elfreda Amadenchi did not care. The police report now no as a woman from the things she saw, she did not care. All that she did was she cautioned Selina. This is her judgment. I'll publish all her judgment for you to read. She said, the respondent is cautioned to ensure proper care and feeding in respect of the children. Now, Tiedi Osakaye, where Elfreda no asem, Elfreda Amadenchi, Ofri law firm and a chamber for law firm, and or the judge. Make sure I be. From the evidence before this court, meaning what Jatum say evidence now Branton de by say when an manner film enquire 3 years to 7 years, when normal film Selina near Bema Eden and Sao war more than a quarter to 2 no. Or say from the evidence before this court, the applicant has shown much interest in the well-being and proper care of the children, and he must be commended for this. Selina say evidence na edare nim nyina no who say Enkora ne papa na kyerɛ sɛ ɔdɔ ne ma no. Na ɔpɛ sɛ ɔhwɛ nkora no. It's one, she has acknowledged that the evidence were all right. She has acknowledged that JJ didn't cut etutu nkora num. She has acknowledged say nkora no ko maame no no ye molesting nkora no, but she did not care about that part. All that she did was she said say be man ayade and a caution oba no. Owie, and what did she do? She said they should have shared custody. Elfrida Amadenchi. Judge Nina Obaye na ye eye hafisata every hono. Ye didn't be sure your friend Elfrida Amadenchi. A din mema remfi. Paul Adomo crowd board and say on the show so. Monko Paul. Emma, almost see my posti a din be on my page so I don't want to go there. I'll go there at the right time. Because there's more I have. I don't want to do anything now. Inti Elfrida Amadenchi or your Barbetina case, no. All that she said is, Selena, I'm cautioning you. Go back and have shared custody, joint custody. She did not consider any of the evidence because Afenyomakin brought her to come and do the initial job he wanted. Do you understand the story now? Now, Obiba Busa, who is Elfrida Amadenchi? And Obiba Busa, Elfrida Amadenchi, who is that judge? Or your wine? Do you know anything about her? Yeah. Elfrida Amadenchi, Justice Elfrida Amadenchi, she was also a private legal practitioner before her appointment to the High Court in September 2020. In the 2020, and a movie they call High Court. She also declared her assets on August 26, 2022, when she should have declared them in March 2021. This was done 9 days after the Fourth Estate. Now, Article 2861 of the 1992 Constitution states that, and I quote, a person who holds a public office mentioned in Clause 5 of this article shall submit to the Auditor General a written declaration of all property or assets owned by or liabilities owed by him, whether directly or indirectly, A, within 3 months after the coming into force of this Constitution or before taking office, as the case may be, B, at the end of every 4 years, and B, at the end of his term of office. End of quote. So the Constitution requires the declaration to be done before the public officer takes office. So Elfrida Amadenchia, Ofri Jajeba for law firm, Ekufuado Ebdin Court, a High Court in 2020, no, she did not even declare her assets on time, meaning she went against the Constitution in the first place. She's not even supposed to be there as a judge. But I'm sticking to what she has done and who Elfrida Amadenchi is. Ochina me the picture about Bechiremo. No, I couldn't tell the man from the picture amba. Now, do you know? You see this? Let me show you something. 2020, something happened in Ghana, and Mumubebre Murefi. This was the same judge, Elfrida Amadenchi. She is the judge who banned NDC from further protest in Accra, Mokai. It's the same Elfrida Amadenchi. Denchi. She has been on the block and she takes care of specific cases. The same judge who gave the kids back to the molester. I'm trying to tell you, may try who the kind of judge Afenyoma can go see cases and who this judge Elfrida Amadenchi is. So your bar wawoda. Will she give her daughters back to a molester to go live with him? It's a question for another day. But today, I'm trying to connect something for you to understand. Elfrida Amadenchi. Go and Google her. Recently, her name was on social media. And I don't talk. I keep quiet. I watch because I know too many things. In 2020, this was the same judge. Obani NDC from protesting in Accra. 2020, she was the judge who did that. The Accra Regional Police Command has secured a restraining order against the National Democratic Congress, NDC, from embarking on further protests and demonstrations in Accra. In a matter between the Republic, that's Ghana Police Service, and National Democratic Congress, and Kobina Adikoka, The High Court under Justice Elfrida Amadenchi, Mrs., has prohibited all NDC intended protests from Sunday 20th December to 10th January 2021. Right after election 2020, Ghana Faso area abanim. She was the judge who placed a ban on NDC not to demonstrate until on the 10th of January after Ekufuor is sworn in. This was the judge, Elfrida Amadenchi. I'm trying to let you know. I am trying to let you know the kind of people we are dealing with. Afenyoma actions now here and then. And then I make sure I say. And I be Elfrida Amadenchi. Now Elfrida Amadenchi, make sure more about her. Today, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to show you this and the kind of things she has done. Minimum that. Minshan Impoda. And now Paul Adomo Chikran Kamini says I in the 2020 the Kufuor promotino. I never knew. But today, from what happened at the Verton, the connection na anti Ghana for Busa say, Ediana Hafisata aya afenyoma he's so pissed off. What Johnson in Nikema na odidi obi atem na the bofuno. It's because he hated this woman from the past. This woman stood on her grounds and at the end of the day made sure the right thing was done. Na the girlfriend Selena, ni nua bema, na ode the koti or a molester afenyoma protecting or use tokonu from the court to change Justice Hafisata or my year day transfer no because now the girlfriend Selena PBB afenyoma kwasia. Don't forget the name Elfrida Amadenchi. Law firm I know ye Juma son of judge no na our judge Cheba for law firm. I'm trying to connect you to something. You understand where I'm headed. But Ende, minya ready. Today, I want to stick to the issues. I'll come back again to this matter. And the things I will show Ghana for no. I'll be right back. Na Yentwa Jumadis. You're still watching with all respect extended version.
Yo! We are best fishermen. No, no answer mine. I watch it. You will for Belgium Fan. It was the Belgium Fan. It was two Belgium Fan. Why you why round what? Why you why round what? Why you why round what? Why you super why round what? It was for Belgium Fan. It was the Belgium Fan. It was two Belgium Fan. It was the Belgium Fan. Why you why round what? 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 Every papa no, what one is the motto? 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 Why round what? Why you why round what? I want it. Original. I will go for Belgium Fan. I want me to Belgium Fan. Where you mind
All right, you're still watching with all this for the extended version. My name is Kevin Akobedu. We've done 2 hours, 30 minutes. We have about 30 minutes more to go. Young kind stories now, I can. And some news popped up and a news and a shocky ubia Ghana, and it's got to do with a year Ghana Water Company for a discover BB one of the estates in Ghana.
So we came here this morning to find out whether indeed it can be confirmed that they've done illegal connection. We came here, and indeed it was proved that they had done illegal connection. They claim that they have a borehole which they use. So, in fact, we don't even build them. It's not as if they have done a bypass. No, it is not a bypass. A complete illegal connection. Since they built the facility, we've not brought them a single water bill because they claim they don't use our water. But you see, every day for thief man, just one day for the owner. So today we've blown their top. We have actually discovered that they have done illegal connection and they are using our water since they built the facility. They have a huge reservoir, underground reservoir, where they fetch the water into that reservoir for their use. We want to throw this caution to our staff. If there is any staff of Ghana Water Limited who is privy to this thievery, that staff should start packing his things and leave the office, because definitely we will sack him. The management of the apartment will also be handed over to the police.
So, and the Ghana Water Company I discovered Ajua condominium or the apartment. Ghana insured no diverti omuntua capre and a creative reservoir under the building. And yensu na yeni etiano, they are taking it into the apartment for free. Na yama amenom, ya papanom, omuna mi riaso, etia taxes. Na obisa we see apartment. Na insua also otiaka. Do you know how much water in Kofo using in an apartment in a day? Omutumi bien so no mejesi so. And you see, sade way uno. Oh, the spread of apartment in Ghana. Say ECG, any Ghana Water Company, pese recover from a cow dia. Ria Ghana pa insure any electricity those apartments. Say abane pa on setting up a task force to be entering apartment and checking their connections, their water connections and electricity connections. 90% of apartments in Ghana, omuntia light bill, omuntia water bill. Sa 8 years here, MPP bedi yeso no. Sa MPP for no mu wie sika wo be see apartment bebre wo Ghana no. 99% of the apartments omuntia water and they don't pay light because they were having connection with a MPP for omuwo ECG. They connected themselves with NPP for omuwo water works. And every apartment I will see in Ghana, especially in Accra, 95% of these apartments, omuntia water, omuntia lights. It is serious. We're just one. Sandi pana ma intelligence ma ekwachi no. Sanko for munya idea no create sa reservoir way under the apartment insure using so for free no. Busa I want say how many customers do they have? Unim apartment dodoa this same kind of water air storage. Unim apartment dodoa wa Ghana, they don't pay water bill. Every water bill be an apartment for the Tiano. It goes directly to the owner of the apartment because the owner does not pay any water bill to Ghana Water Company. It say over 200 rooms. No be a 1,000 Ghana for water every month. So 1,000 times 200, it comes straight to the apartment owner. Because what they are occupants, you are a tenant. All that you need is that water is flowing. When you pay the money, you have to make sure say your water will flow. Everywhere Enterprise go. Water go flow. What they do is that they will tell the tenants, give us the money, your water will flow. So the owners take the money from the tenants. They take the water bill, they take the light bill. Into people say, any apartment here, you do me a canio. Any apartment here, you super prepaid, but our light is on. Any apartment here, everything is inclusive. These people have deals with Ghana Water Company, the past administration. That was the connection. Okay? So electricity company, say Minister of Energy, on setting up a task force. Say within a month, visit every apartment in Ghana. 99% of the apartment, they don't pay water, they don't pay lights. And they use all the sophisticated home appliances. All the modern home appliances. Every apartment has AC, about 3 or 4 in it. Every apartment, water heating system, 2 or 3 in it. These people are cooking, washing their cars, doing every single thing with this same water we are struggling to protect. So they will live in these apartments, and they will tell you, and this whole thing started from the NPP time. It is Osha. Lots and lots of apartments were built. And those apartments, the reason why you saw a lot of them being brought up or germinating in Accra was because those people who were into the apartment business, they found a way to steal from us. So the apartment business became very lucrative. Into bit to me by so build the apartment. We are matching a water company in Libya or my connection be apartment in Suba Untia. It is for you. Into a bit or to see apartment, a 20 rooms. Now water bill in a ban ho, light bill in a ban ho, or we are not illegal, not or supply apartment. Go to Accra and see the way apartments are scattered and say the abodam. Because let me tell you, maintaining an apartment, it is one of the most difficult things. Owning an apartment is one of the most difficult things. Apartment. Omo start apartment ewo wiase a it is Donald Trump mo beto so papa mo ye apartment adwuma ombesi no. It is not that lucrative. The only way obi beka chem say we see apartment or Ghana, he's making so much money, it's that Sandy Pano is not paying the utilities. That person is not paying the water. That person is not paying the lights. That person does not even have grass at the apartment. So he does not have any landscaping people coming in. That person, at the end of the day, every single money bia or gibiano, it's coming to them. Inti, the apartment business has become one of the biggest cartel. Scandal thinner. It is destroying Ghana. Remember, today this man said something on TV. Mekayo.
ECG, when I was in Ghana Revenue Authority, they were one of the biggest debtors to GRA. In fact, on a monthly basis, they are unable to even pay what they declare as taxes to GRA. And it became perennial to the extent that ECG carried almost about 80% of the total government debt that GRA was holding in billions. In billions. So we had to go around.
Can you recall which period this was?
Oh, it's been perennial for almost for the past 3-4 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so today, if you go to GRA books, I will not be surprised that ECG continues to pile up its debt. GRA also wanted to go and close down ECG. And we had a lot of government intervention. They put it under the waterfall system and nothing came out of it. So it is important for us as a country to re-engineer all of these things. Ghana Water, why is Ghana Water unable to pay its ECG? There are certain debts that are statutory. You cannot function as Ghana Water if you don't have electricity. But again, as Hamza said, it's about prioritization. Because they think they are getting it from another government organization, they will go and do all the needless procurement. Go and procure things that are for personal benefit.
Papa, we ask what can I say? Open institution of Ghana, a Ghana Revenue Authority, Kapa ECG. Mokai say, me story in 2023, 2022, 2023. Mr. Get me the year. I did a story on a year. How MPA, so OMCs, oil marketing companies be ebu Ghana, not omuntia taxes. NPP are buying the chair, could be a new companies. Mokai says, ask and I make a say, and then na ECG at the GRK a year 600 million Ghana says. Mokai says story. I told you on my show. That was the day I was doing a story on MPA, OMCs. I'm a bell list OMC sa. You who say omunyina at the Ghana ka at the end of the day no sa OMCs no omo be a company no omo ye den omo good company no omo sako be a new companies later me betro Bawumia boys bia alaji phobi. In that scandal I told you say under Napo, because me kai very well when I was doing the scandal, it was Napo who was energy minister. Me catch them say under Napo ECG was owing GRA 600 million. This guy speaking is the former boss of GRA. When he was there, he knew that ECG and the Ministry of Energy, they were owing a Ghana Revenue Authority over 600 million. This is 2023, I think. Getting into 2024. And I spoke on this and I told the government to say, the NPP government, they are lying to Ghanaians. ECG negu. And that they owe over 600 million Ghana cedis. And Napo knows. And they are covering this thing up. NPP for communicators ni omunkwasi phobia of radio so be didi matam. Say Kevin Taylor eke kansem ende omwankasa appointee. Na owo GRA. Or catch them say. Time na owo no under Napo. Na ECG edi GRA ka of sika ba media me bo figure me catch them say na over 600 million. We never sit on this platform because your time will be. We always speak on the issues. We have the fact. We don't want it to look like party be your time party so that is not how we were built. That is not how we were trained. The job we do here is to expose rot, is to let the people know the truth. And we make sure say asamna ye kano ye ma asamna ye kano e jinane na so a in dance here and I say evidence and facts no e support asam no. I am very sure say by tomorrow my team will be able to pull that statement for us to watch because I made that statement. It was part of the scandal. Massa, dream any Bonia MPP we omedi Ghana no. It is not a joke. This issue with apartments, area lights, area electricity, it is all over the place. My catch from say about 90% of apartments or more Ghana. Omuntia light bill, omuntia water bill. And I have people on the ground. In about a week, maybe I be apartments, me boding. Now mama Ghana for say apartment way, room to say the omuntia lights, omuntia water. And nipa na acquire connection mom no oye jumama company way. I will give you names. Majority of the apartments in Ghana I will see shutting it down. We need to shut it down and sell them. Because a corruption at the end of CCC1 a idea omudi bu Ghana for 90% of apartments in Ghana they don't pay light bill, they don't pay water bill. Besides, recently we were here and ECG Beka say a 400 home block dear your friend Rehoboth Estate. They were not paying taxes, they were not paying light bills. 90% of the estates in Ghana omuntia light bill, omuntia water bill. And the city in Ghana na omuntia begu yenye so. Let me play that video. Recently 400 home estate 400 homes. ECG for kohu no omuntia light bill. 400 homes. And all these estates belong to MPP for omobe started germinating estates in Ghana because it's for money laundering. Sa story we were here. Nanseyana ECG on Kavaye. They are not paying light bills.
Nearly 400 homes in the gated Rehoboth Estate at Quilman near Dodowa have been illegally connected to the national grid, triggering a full disconnection by the Electricity Company of Ghana. A block factory within the estate was also caught siphoning power to support ongoing construction.
This is the factory that supplies blocks to the estate company.
Yes, this is what we've seen for now. Yeah, we don't know whether they have another one there.
Accra East Revenue Protection Manager Eunice Nana Ajman revealed the scale of the theft during a swoop by ECG's Revenue Task Force.
Upon going around, we discovered that there's a mass theft in this estate. Most of the houses are on direct connections. They do not have meters, and therefore they are using the electricity for free. What we intend to do is to disconnect them from the source.
Some residents protested the cutoff insisting they had meters, but admitted that many properties lack any form of legal connection.
I'm a medical person. I work around Ridge, and I come all the way here. I drive here, and because you think there are illegal connections for meters that they have paid for, and you are not supplying, you come and disconnect us.
So is it that most of these houses, they've already applied for meters and they do not have, so because of that, that's why they've connected illegally?
That is what the estate makes us aware, that they have paid for the meter. They said they have letters to back claims that they have followed up severally for the meters to be installed, and that hasn't been done by ECG.
ECG says the estate must now formally apply for meters for each household. The company's legal team is pursuing the matter with potential prosecutions on the table.
We are going to give the developer an illegal connection notice to come to the office and officially apply for meters for these houses.
Apart from cutting them from the main grid and also waiting that they will apply for new meters, what is ECG going to do? Is it that you are going to prosecute them or something of that sort?
We will take this matter up at a different quarters. Yes. We will give it to our legal team to take it up. Yes.
Reporting for Joy News, Collins Frimpong.
What you acquire also a medical DND. Wasiato utifie mu. Wako ha apartment. Na nipa na or the apartment ma rent and waka cho say ma apply for meter. Meter number ma ye illegal na utim. Kwasia school na kwa no kon sen. Unim say illegal connection oba ebetume kumba ofie ho. Sa direct power na ujimi you say okọ medical school no. Why Opong said the otichiri shire e Benin. Sa apartment na rent no. Ukoya inspection na meter mbo no. Na apartment owner ne catch us meter ya order for meter maye inti ya illegal connection odo kwase atim. O be ka brofo a kire say you come from all the way from Rage and they have applied. Jimmy Mona muko school madani Jimmy for gu Ghana. Sa illegal connection be ku ba ku atkan. Oko odwan we be say mako school. Me a medical DND. Yesi dem kan book room na e ma hu so nim nyansa. Wait, Jimmy, before you go and rent an apartment, you ask them, how do I pay my light? Where is my meter? Now, your chin light a free main power. Near be with them. Now, your punk said, "Oh, chichi shire." Why your punk tintin say, crisscross. Why be jana catch say, "Oh, your doctor and Jimmy." Now, your doctor nim nyansa say, "Uba say, sa direct light ni atwamba dem we betume kum." Ah, wait, Jimmy. And when I go to the pastor, I go share the and they all know the corruption going on. Sa kwa the punk say, "Odi crisscross it, you know." Sa kwa we onim so illegal. On tell light bill onim. We abroche be chena sem or your accomplice onim. How can you be living in an apartment where you don't have meter and you are living in it, saying that the apartment owner said that they requested for meter and did not come, so they have the liberty to do illegal connection. We are kwasia. Mona moso son kofo so Ghana and omudi bone edi ehye hiafo and the show bi odomi abra oyen bi oto tomatoes ye tata no adan ne light bill 20 Ghana ontumi ntuaye na kwase pay why Opong say ye de kwaje mfaso ababegina say I am a doctor and I drive from here to here and they demanded for illegal and they did not come and the meter osanke twa was ye show asum asanfo froso aba. You say in Kofobi, almost say Omonomchika VIP drivers.
And then you let me tell you, there are private companies here in Ghana, and such private companies use their own money to import vehicles. They are legally aware of their responsibilities. They pay the duties at the port, they pay the relevant taxes. It is not the responsibility of anybody to determine who charges what on such highways. It is competition and fair trading practices that determines the fare. So nobody has attempted, no government has attempted to determine how much who should charge what. It is competition and fair trading. So the question of
Papa no gas friends saying. Yes, we will almost say VIP operators. Almost say a coin or use no. Private companies be so use coin be. It your montiasie. Papa no kasa on e fana da kabrena na. Mantin ye we de omen santie. Omo so ye VIP drivers. Na ekwan na mo twi om car ne fa so no. Na nsia na mo notice say ekwan na sei. Na omo be ye kire, omo so de eye fair ni bi. Omo be to omo buom efiri say ekwan na omo de car ne fa so no. 2 days ya no mo hu say ekwan na sei. Ti omo nte ase.
And then you let me tell you, there are private companies here in Ghana, and such private companies use their own money to import vehicles. They are legally aware of their responsibilities. They pay the duties at the port, they pay the relevant taxes. It is not the responsibility of anybody to determine who charges what on such highways. It is competition and fair trading practices that determines the fare. So nobody has attempted, no government has attempted to determine how much who should charge what. It is competition and fair trading. So the question of
Omo mujina ho nyina adakabre ene tibrofo ono so na sebio oye samchuroni a oye PRO ema VIP bus. Iti ye twen krachini ma krachini ne bae. Na asemo ka nyina ne se obi antumi nso omo ebo omo nje. If you say there's competition. Omo no me VIP 4. Omo no makra omo bus saba. Ebo bi omo pese omo gibia omo betuma age. To bi antumi nka se omo ye illegality bia. Eno ho brofo na o kan bebrebe a ne simu gire no. Na edu some time a ho. Ekai mrebi adakabre texte me. And I so my younger brother Kevin, how are you? And I'm so adakabre, I'm fine, sir. I don't even know if I still have the text here. He's just a lovely man, eh? Menene kasa for a check. Adakabre. From Poma, and I wear adakabre, right? My river said adakabre, it's here. Yeah. Adakabre framing. Kevin's my bro. Yes, more number. The last number near 16. A very nice man. Adakabre. Me pewasebo. What na radio so ache. Asem woman no na bibi ntina sofu preaching na oba bi te asori nanim na oyi ne nufu ho a sofu di nani to soro. Me bo video no too. But for some reason, for the first time, my boy video me to me comment because Adaka very respectful. But this is so we are lawyers so count. It been come bia, ebia na ko sue me. But Adaka asem na wo kan ye no. Me sraw sa kwotena radio so a. Dwene ho. Me sraw me ma 24 hours. Asam na me boy ya o kan ye me pese wa anadwi o dadwene ho na o chena kwotena radio so a sa address ya asem ni bie na bie phone lines na ma nkofo nkyere o ma dwene wo ho wati because ejuma o ye ne bia na me ye nsentrofo a ye ne ekofa asem no ne abechiche kirem o say mo na mo de mo ka aseba more the right to do whatever you want to do, more the right to charge whatever fares you want to charge. Ekwan no private people use it and amosumu use it inti the amo yere enye illegal. Me say for the first time adakabre. On say me manu ntimi ntiao and manu so ntimi ntiao because only me kasa ache me no kasa 3-4 years ache pa it was about something and you called me and you showed me a lot of respect and I showed you and I really respect you for that. Mate so uye wejuma. Inti adakabre ochina no pa ogotina radio so a me sew eni diem. Asem we o kan brofo kan twi ma me sambo video ni bi o kira no poko tena radio so a kan twi na kirechire mu kire nkofo se dia me kan ye ni na asoma me kan na ebone ana adagabre wo de o kan brofo
and then let me tell you, there are private companies here in Ghana, and such private companies use their own money to import vehicles. They are legally aware of their responsibilities. They pay the duties at the port, they pay the relevant taxes. It is not the responsibility of anybody to determine who charges what on such highways. It is competition and fair trading practices that determines the fare. So nobody has attempted, no government has attempted to determine how much who should charge what. It is competition and fair trading. So the question of
it is your own legal right. It is your legal right to address this thing in Chi tomorrow. So when you radio craft for radio, so now can you Chi we are trust our part never send me. No number. Trust our part no never send me. Na me boni Chi mu and chile Ghana for. Me bu pa me da say. Now yenju dwa we mu ne ekɔ enim. And this aban papa ba oma ebibi. Or say government secures 5 million from Italy. 5 million grant from Italy to boost technical and vocational education. You see, NDC are buying and the Haruna Idrisu or your education minister watune num to or see NDC are buying and the obeso kache Ghana for you say eba eye adisua eye insano adisua your friend TVET technical vocational den ha education no or say adisua sebio Ghana for nkwara abekwa konyo mo nsa no adwuma adesua no eno no ende omone Italy aban edi nkomoma ye fra bibi grant. There's a difference between loan and a grant. Aban we di nkan ka chem opposition say enye ade a omode eka ebe to Ghana soma eka mene ye. Haruna Idrisu as the Minister of Education etumi adosko ene Italy for akodi nkomo ema omatam 5 million euros e de acheye a grant. Say yem fambo eye adesua eye insano ejuma adesua ho ban. 85 million euros no enya besia. And this ya ban kobo besia bia meka ye besia ho. Eye insawoso a omni Italy for edi ye say so mo sika bia ombeso omde boaye na ye de hye eye TVET adesuam insano ejuma sua adesuam a omfama ye eno ma ye 5 million euros. It is a sika no and this ya buying ede kwa koboa eye TVET na ye nuanom a omopeso mko school the same time omusua insano dwuma no ya hyemu kina ama Ghana afa ne ntoma pa efra oman no edru baby a enya loan ye de kyekere man sebio edu sometime a e wano kasa ene senia ube portray wan kasa nyoma a wo ye ekire nipa a wo ne kasa. You don't have to let the person feel say oda apem so. MPP time say Ekufuado eko na bedi etu di ekire na gabi di ekire na saa nkofo nyina di ekire a aso mkoton cocaine uhwe bedi etu suit ehye na aise ojeje koleba e wo Swaziland saa nyoma ni nyina abrofo no hwe. You need to live modestly. Sene beya obi a kakra wo nsem no obetuma ka se abrantie we de ekro we de bepe omasem sebio omusika sem ngina na so ma memfa akomapa enche omusika bi no momfa ndi dwuma bi eno bi na Haruna Idrisu mo ende omone Italians atenase edi nkomo edi nsawoso a omama ye 5 million euros say TVET no yemfa nhyem na yemfa nhyem kina na enkwara bebre sebio dodo a mopese omusu nsane dwuma wo school no omuso enya nsane dwuma enti asem papa ene aban papa asem na aba no enie we eye grant we enye loan into way emfa a camreye way edemfa so ebebreye. Very very important to say aban etu anamo bia ye nyina ye befi ye ni ahwa anamo no ni ahwe de aban anamo no eye ede aboaye eni tina menya abotira mi dwudwam amwo hu se we eye granta aba sebio eba be den eba be boa amaya kyekere man no abra ye ntua ede faso bia wo so anase ye nkotua ka enti abrofo no de akyeye omo se yemfa we emwa yadesua e wo Ghana. Nanado Dankwa Ekufuado bawomia ene MPP for omo grant no montiase omo tim koje grant ebeduru Ghana na adani loan MPP aban no omo ya kromfo omo nka no kre nti moma yenye very careful about MPP de omo bekebia no moma yembo Haruna Idrisu ne NDC for abaso and the TVET na sebio John Mahama ne NDC ka say omo be hyemu kina omo be boa ma na gina ne na so yetuma to a lot of equipment ama nkora no e de suansa ne dwuma e o senior high school ni ade no and the 5 million euros aba ye de ba e ba be hyemu ekina nti o se obi ate ase se we e grant we enya besia we ye sika ye de akyeye se ye mfa mbo yesua ye de sua ho ban ye mfa enhye e TVET na TVET so engina ne na so nti mema o remfi now Yesi MPP for say omo kote eye ade a yefre no. NPP to inaugurate party school on 25th June. Yesi MPP for say omo beti bibi a yefre no party school. MPP for say omo beti bibi yefre no party school. Na no ebe kire MPP for ade e for party no ho. Rade ya go. MPP for say omo beti party school. Na me pese me bu say party school no one na be kire ade wo ho. Because party nankasa as MPP party no. Party no one aboa emwa men na be kire mo ade de na mo besua. Ye nim party no be bia techiri free ye. Party school no mo be kire de e pa na mo pese mo kire mo party for no. E de biam na enim fa MPP ho. Ye nim dankwa ono na kwaje eye bribe ewo US embassy wo Ghana. Ye nim buzia ono de ball kro no dwane ko hye eye de Togo. Ye nim dombo ono na sebi ojimijimi ye hu bebi ofa ya na asefo omo dada omo. Enti party no ye nim say ye nana baafo akoto. Otiti ni mo rem £700 ene ye de teye. NPP ye nim say 1992 a moye dey moye sebo be contested. 96 we are some contested the first presidential elections. No, the reason why I would say a NPP in the say, Mamika be 1996 MPP no mun year ready say 92 omo better party. The main reason to omo take party no a two. Omo take party because of tribe, and secondly omo take party because of JJ Rawlings. See. The MPP as a political party, no me no mujina so party no. One, a tribe, enti no mo party no. Secondly, the reason why in 1992, omo say omo te party, 1996, omo contested for presidential elections, no, and say they put that party together in 1992 because of the hatred for JJ Rawlings, because they believed say JJ Rawlings to me a democracy no. Not democracy na aswa. They will have no space in Ghana politics because people had seen the Oma year in the past. They were no all the coups they see were Ghana, not MPP for the shake. In the time of JJ Rawlings 1992, or move Ghana to the Fourth Republic, a democratic nation. No, the MPP decided say another party in court. A democratic party, we cannot stop JJ Rawlings because JJ will open the minds of Ghanaians when it comes to democracy. And they actually formed the NPP to counter the democratic dispensation JJ Rawlings wanted to introduce into Ghana. It is even in the archives. The NPP was formed all because they didn't like JJ Rawlings making sure Ghana has moved into a democratic dispensation. It was to counter Rawlings moving Ghana into democracy, and they could not counter Rawlings when they did not have an equally democratic in quote political party to diffuse JJ Rawlings democracy. Until they came together and said, "Sakwano move from military, amende or done democracy there. We also need to change our style and go destroy him because we cannot." Bring JJ Rawlings down. So the idea was that let us also change our color and form something called the NPP, and in quote, we become a democratic party, and then we can use that tag to let the world think, say, JJ is not practicing democracy in Ghana well. And nona J.A. Kufuor, Edu Buahimo, any Hakmano Uswa Jimamo Ba together. That is when they hacked that plan of NPP. Because the MPP itself, it wasn't built or it wasn't formed in the past because of democracy. It was formed because of Ahimfie. But they were forced to change into a democratic party in disguise because they did not like the idea that JJ Rawlings is moving Ghana into a democracy. Now, they needed to also act as if they believe in democracy to let the world think, say, yes, yeah, democracy. JJ Rawlings share so because after they formed the Democratic NPP, in quotes, you know, what they did was they started sending Omona Nanum to Abruchiri. They started sending Obabushionfo to Abruchiri. Omudu Abruchiri, no ma catch Abrofuno Germany say JJ Rawlings tata omo. In fact, Omonana party your friend MPP. JJ Rawlings MPP nasem and anything Omona Nanum say Omumbetina Germany. So majority of them went to the UK, some of them too went to Germany, and the message was one. Yakwa Yanka say, your papa is part of a Democratic Party, a friend MPP, but the current president, who is JJ Rawlings, who moved from a military rule into democratic rule, no, is hiding behind democracy to torment our people. And it's in papa no de ababruchi. So they seek asylum in UK, they seek asylum in Germany, and then they started writing and putting something in the heads of the white men. Said JJ Rawlings, even though he's practicing democracy, he is suppressing the people. This is the pure MPP, why it was formed, why it's in 1992, a Democratic Party. From 92, no, right before 92, almost started as a SSR majority of bloggers in the UK in the 70s, 80s, 90s, they went to tell abroad for the almost seek asylum because JJ Rawlings now, well free military about democracy, he is hurting their people. Oh, now papa a politician. He belongs to NPP. Now, when you check NPP, it's a Democratic Party in Ghana. Until now, Abrafon say, why is one Democratic Party frustrating another Democratic Party? Meaning that leader now, a military leader now, Democratic Party, no, he's hiding behind democracy to suppress these kind of people. Until they were out there, they were in school, all that they were doing is writing articles into newspaper. Say, papa no MPP no, they are being suppressed. That is how they were able to stifle JJ Rawlings' administration. Until from 1992. All the way to 1996, Rawlings transferred to 2000. JJ Rawlings struggled to get funding from Europe and America because MPP for the that was the time they were out of the country. What were they doing? Were out of the country, writing articles and telling the Europeans, say Rawlings is killing people in Ghana. It is all Kaiku campaign. In 1996 and 2000, now omukuku nipada to abontene selling it to the international world. Say Rawlings is murdering women in Ghana and spreading them on the streets. Yato abani year 2000 akufo wini yepe and amakunkum ne because they had planned it. Now, do you understand? Politics na make sure no. Almost NPP school. Make sure NPP school. Inti sano and 1996 JJ Rawlings he's killing Ghana for Okunko he's hiding behind democracy. Inti almost started no kunipa for being free Togo now be spreading on Ghana every day. You about you the day Akufo win the election you about BM ebesin. That is how they operate. Make MPP school no women also much no ha sa MPP school we no sa de we also much kwara no MPP mu no kwase afo. And we know the MPP, we know their history, we have followed the MPP, we even know the reason why MPP no more form it was out of hatred for JJ Rawlings. Opa, go on AI, artificial intelligence, and punch in why the NPP was formed. Besides, just do that, you will see what AI will say. In fact, let me do this. Just put in why NPP was formed. NPP Ghana. Oh, there. Why? I am telling you, this is the history. Why the NPP was formed. Me say artificial intelligence. History in your. The reason behind the forming of NPP. Historical lineage. The New Patriotic Party of Ghana emerged in 1992 as the modern embodiment of a long-standing political tradition rooted in Dankwa Buzia Dumbo lineage, centered around values such as individual freedom and the rule of law, property-owning democracy, and liberal economic policies. Here is a breakdown of why and how it was formed. Over 1, historical lineage from independence era parties to the NPP. Its ideology roots stretch back in the United Gold Coast Convention, UGCC, in 1947, formed to advocate for Ghanaian independence under leaders like J.B. Dankwa and Pa Grant. Now, when you go down, the return of multi-party. Now, after years of military rule under J.J. Rawlings and his Provisional National Defense Council, a new constitution was drafted and approved via referendum in April 1992, reviving democratically elected governance. The lifting of the ban on politics in May 1992 catalyzed various groups of recognized among them the Dankwa Buzia Club, coalesced into the soon became NPP. Official formation. Now, I'm going to say, immediate context in 1992. Founding figures. In summary, the NPP emerged out of a transformation of Ghana's political landscape, a return of multi-party democracy, and stand as the modern incarnation of the progressive convention tradition dating to pre-independence struggles. It was founded to establish constitutional governance and offer an alternative vision centered on freedom, enterprise, and prosperity ownership as Ghanaian transition out of military rule. If you are interested, I can share more. Now, when you take your time and you read what the AI and I say history tells you, in 1992, they put the party together just because J.J. Rawlings had put NDC together. That's all. It's a property-owning party. They were not ready to put together a political party, a democratic political party. No. It was out of hatred. It was a target idea. They targeted J.J. Rawlings. They wanted to stop him. And guys, the NPP as a political party, do not trust them. It's a party no Ghanaian should sit and say, party way there, you trust the party way. Now, here, before we close, you have a point, no. NPP delegates when you say 2025 National Delegates Conference Planning Committee. You see, we're going to echo planning a year NPP National Delegates Conference. Thank you very much, team. It's all over the place. You see, I see committee ya na ba be den be planning a NPP for delegates conference na ba be because constitution no amending your bi wo ma person gitum. Sankofo nyina dey work for Bawumia. Sankofo we nyina Bawumia atini team. Say sa team no omonko planning for delegates conference. Sa eye party no the constitution no amend the constitution to favor Bawumia. The constitution amend no Canada Japan, I am telling you, suspending and sana election 2028. Canada suspending and sana primaries. And that amendment no my constitution no Nanabi, Mustafa, Sir Jerry, all these people on the bill, Sankofu Mugusuno, they are the people following Bawumia around. Where Bawumia campaign. Bawumia has set up his own committee that is going to do what? That is going to, at the end of the day, that is going to put together a delegates conference. The party Bawumia wayeku wafa. Party no Mahamudu Bawumia Mahamudu wayeku wafa party no wafa onwane nkofo and also omunko na conference na mobeye na omoba be change constitution no onwane nkofo planning. They are going to plan and they are going to implement what Bawumia want. This is what I've been telling you. Mahamudu Bawumia sa Mahamudu no Mahamudu onne yere Samiri sa oko eye Chada your friend Samiri your friend Samira oko eye Fulani fonuma amon friend Samira because Fulani kasa no Samira nim your friend Samiri sa Mahamudu ne yere Samiri sa nkofo no they are crazy hungry for power. They are power thirsty. They just need power to do nonsense. Mahamudu and Samiri. If you people don't take care, Namutam Ghana Esha Samiri and Mahamudu Nsemu, you are done. Sa tu munafikis no. Me say Mahamudu on Samiri, Oko Chad, Anako Fulani fo kroma, Yemfrobia Samira ho. Obiani wa friend Samira. A man from Samira and a dinombo Samiri. Me say what the Ghana Sha Samiri. Ene Mahamudu Nsem we. This is the NPP for you. Mahamudu Bawumia on a Samare NPP the they have their own members who are going to make sure that delegate conference everything goes in favor of Mahamudu Bawumia. Now, arrest risk contumely, Ejakun, another useless criminal. The dust settled a whole about 8 years ago. This idiot could not tell us. On a namna these are the clowns. 8 years. Omdi ekufu ado ba ya. Omne ne bebo krono and de omdwin so mni minyansa. and the young as presidential candidate. Electing flag bearer before regional national executive is a recipe for disaster. Eye Boache Jakon or say eba be presidential candidate and sane yakwa koyi eye regional and national executives are a recipe for disaster or say a Jimmy Sam. Yeah. What not na ho akanfo kekan kwase abrofo hwehwehwe space. Samere ene mumuni omaba omaje party no. Se me catch them akanfo mu bi mu agimi. Mokote brofo kakra ngana sem na mas na say sa Samere oni Mamudu omo fi echire o fi desert so. Omaje party no omo die duro ena omasa temu mo wa be yuti ubewu uyi wuti yare bebo okun Samere ene mumuni omo ye dangerous and there was a space where catcher said it is recipe for disaster o free motete party nim mokofa chichide ene bae ena Samere ene Mamudu ena omo ni name na omo build omo blocks ena mudi mu Jimmy yare tebrofo but Bawumia is a comedian and you know let me tell you mama ka bibi nchira woni bibi me eja akon me hwe kwasea omo beje mo party na omo age Samere sibia na ni bri to me no Samere pele enya Samira o ko chat ko Fulani for no ka say I am looking for Samira am ka to we technology o ka say I am looking for Samere o ka say Samere ya friend Samira o e Ghana na odi ayabe show na odi RA aba e Samere ene Mamudu se mo anya careful and then amokasa mu hu hwe de ebesi no se esiwia na mobongu se sa MPP no me ka kire mu egu mi megu no 1,000 megu no mi besie no ochina ye behia ye bedwudwem ochina Thursday ochina nsem na wori nyina meba Paulo ye ba bedwudwem magana fo hunu kra medin e de Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. It's been a wonderful Wednesday evening. God bless you, cheers, good night, abuache.
Yo, we are best fishermen. No answer my abuache. You will for Belgium Quan. It was a tia Belgium Quan. It was two Belgium Quan. Why you're why round what? Why you're super why round what? It was for Belgium Quan. It was a tia Belgium Quan. It was two Belgium Quan. It was a Belgium Quan. Why you're why round what? 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 Every papa no, what one is the motto? 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 Why round what?